right? It's one shot, so I only get to shoot this thing once per game.
Right.
It makes 2d6 attacks at strength 16, AP 4, damage 1.
Okay.
As long as I didn't move it, I can put down a circle on the board. And then if anything is still within 6 inches of that circle on the next turn, I get to just fire the missile. And everything in that circle takes 2d6 mortal wounds, which can't be saved.
Like 2d6 mortal wounds, as in you add those 2d6s together, and that's how many mortal wounds they take?
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
So I roll 2d6, and whatever the result of those d6s are, they take that many mortal wounds. And they just, barring a few very specific armies like Grey Knights, and I think a few demon detachments, and one other set of Space Marines that has like crazy little anti-psychic alien fuckers. You just sit there and you just take those.
Right.
They're just happening to you.
Mm.
And the best part is, I can spend the entire match just moving that marker around if I so desire.
Right. Yeah.
Woo.
So yes, Sneaky, it is in fact the nuclear launch, right? It's nuclear launch detected, except you get to pump fake it.
Yes, but at the same time, though, is the enemy can't see where your nuclear strikes are in StarCraft.
That's true. Well, they
just get to hear that, well, yeah, the tiny little laser, if they're paying really close attention. But all they hear suddenly is nuclear launch detected, and you're just like, no.
You just start panic, split, just mash every control group this way, go this way, and this way, and this way, and that way, and you go back and you go forwards.
But yeah, so
and then
I got some
you
stories.
Have an all siege tank army, and you cry as you try to get them to pack up fast enough.
True. So yesterday I got tired of the situation that was developing with my RAM again, where at 50% again it was crashing out of my games and crap. Now, I want to say it has improved in the situation. I no longer think that it's actual physical damage. I think shit's just fucked.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, as one does. So the problem here is that it's crashing at 50%. And it's no longer blue screening me. So everything I've done up until this point has been progress. But
is that progress with air quotes or?
I mean, it's less intrusive when it fucks up. Typically, when it fucks up, like that's why I've been having so many audio issues recently. Is that when it does hit 50%, one of the things that has fatal crashing without recovery is Windows audio, which I usually don't notice until I need to switch my Windows audio off of the audio it's already on. And then it's like, hey, we're just going to not fucking work anymore. It's like, cool, thanks.
Yeah, that's what you like to hear.
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff, let me tell you. So that's what's been going on with that. And so on Monday, I said, fuck it. I'm just going to plug the extra RAM stick back in, because at least then I'll have more memory before it fucking fatally crashes. And then as I'm researching this, keep in mind, my board is from... is the 690A DDR4 version, which means it came out a while ago. Let me see if I can actually pull up a date for this thing. Fuck MSI, by the way. 2021 it came out. So it's not a new board, but it's old enough that they don't make it anymore. However, they are still updating it, as I found out during my research, where I was like, fuck it, you know what? You know what hasn't we know what has changed since I started having problems with my board is that ChatGPT has been getting better at giving me actual fucking answers. Especially when I tell it to cite sources, then the hallucination rate drops dramatically when I tell it to cite sources. And
that sure is handy.
Yeah. So what I found was some updates came out recently that might have finally fixed it 4 years later, because apparently this is a known problem with the 690A from MSI.
Oh, good.
Oh, I love when that happens.
Yeah, it's very poorly documented, but known problem. And so yeah, so I flashed the board and I start up the computer and I set the optimized loaded defaults, and then we're off to the races, and it loads into the wrong operating system.
Oh no. Well,
and as I told Sign yesterday, this is where my asshole turned into a fucking vacuum.
Oddly specific phrasing, but go on.
See, because I had my old hard drive also still in the computer. And I'm panicking. I'm like, oh shit, did it flash the BIOS wrong? Did I fuck something up? So I reformatted the USB it was on. I reflashed the BIOS. I reflashed the BIOS. I reflashed the BIOS.
Oh no.
I was taking as long each time. And I'm like, oh god, oh fuck. And I'm going through the BIOS, and the BIOS isn't recognizing the M2 as a boot drive. I'm like, fuck.
Oh no.
I boot back into the old version of the operating system, and I'm going through disk partition, and it's like not listed. It's recognizing the drive is there. So I'm like, oh, thank God, it's recognizing the drive. It's at least loading the drive. Thank fucking God. But it's not labeled as a boot partition.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh.
And then I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me conjure knowledge from 2015. Sneaky, you had to deal with this before in 2015. Max might remember that. I'm like, what did you do to fix the boot partition in 2015? Unplug the other hard drive, of course.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I think, unfortunately, this incident was after Trying to Miami had pretty much broken up as a group, so we didn't have Enables and Trios in the call to also commiserate with why the fuck is that what's working.
Well, it's because it's a boot flag issue.
Yes. So I don't know why. Because here's the thing, like, I could understand if when I booted into my old hard drive, it wasn't recognizing the new hard drive as a possible boot partition. I get that. But why wasn't my motherboard recognizing that as a viable boot partition?
Because when you flashed the motherboard, it flashed UEFI. The new UEFI on the board did not have your new hard drive. Or that's a solid state, isn't it? But it didn't have that one set up. It's an M2.
Yeah, my new one's an M2. My old one was just an SSD.
Okay, Yeah, you didn't have the UFI on the new board, quote unquote. It's not a new board, obviously. You just fucking flashed it. You didn't have the UFI set up to point to the M2. That's all of it. That's all of it.
No. It wasn't recognizing the M2 as a viable boot drive.
There's a setting. Like there's a setting you have to turn on before that.
Select that drive in the BIOS.
In the BIOS, there's a setting to make booting off of one of those viable, because otherwise it fucking thinks it's extra RAM or some shit half the time.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of boards did. Older
Yes.
ones, yeah, they didn't know how to handle M2.
Well,
Yours
this
is in
one
an
doesn't.
8-inch.
I'm telling you exactly what happened. Is for some reason, it was referencing the old hard drive as for locations of viable boot partitions. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it did it back in 2015. Max can possibly regale you with all of the history of all of the computer errors I have had throughout my fucking life of me being like, oh, well, let me do this simple thing. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, shit. Fuck, it's burning.
Everything.
I can't even begin to count. I literally don't have enough digits. The amount of time Sneaky and I have started messaging each other with troubleshooting, like, hey, I'm having this problem, blah, 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 blah. And by the time one of us is able to answer, it's like, hey, I fixed the problem. I just unplugged this one random wire that's not actually connected to anything.
Yeah, it's just like,
I don't know why.
Nothing's connected to this. For some reason, it's fucking everything up.
Yeah, it's like that stupid magical switch in an engineering lab somewhere in a college. We're like, there's a switch on the locker. What's it do? We don't know. What happens if you touch it? Everything shuts down.
Well, don't fucking touch it.
What do you mean everything shuts down? Everything shuts down. Have you figured out what it's wired to? No. Have you traced the wire? Yep. Is it connected to anything that should do that? Nope.
Yeah.
Is there a wireless transmitter? Nope.
Touching it.
Just stop touching it.
We've removed the bread JPEG and TF2 broke. It won't compile anymore. Why does the bread JPEG make it compile? We don't know.
But we do know now, definitively, that it does.
My favorite thing, that's also a problem apparently in some Arma 3 mods, in which Ignis Company had to fix an operation at the last minute by grabbing a random coconut JPEG and throwing it in with the mod.
The coconut.
I remember that one. I remember hearing about that.
Like, what do you mean the coconut JPEG fixed it? It wanted a coconut JPEG, so I gave it a coconut JPEG.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be something with, like, it's somewhere in the code, a load order or something, and because it loads the picture, it's able to complete a sequence somewhere that's doing something. I don't know, man. I'm sure people smarter than me have had the same idea, but it's like,
I'm sure it's just one of those many things where, why do we call programming black magic? Because it is.
It definitely is.
It is. Now stop asking questions.
Hey, look, dude, we're doing is shooting a rock with lightning. I don't see what the big deal is. Why won't the rock conjure the hallucinations I demand of it?
Because you didn't ask the rock nicely.
Have you fed the rock the bread?
Have I handed the rock bread yet? It's like the radar that required chicken bones. Yep. It's you never know. It's
we do not speak about the radar that required chicken sacrifices like an Old Testament deity.
Adeptus Mechanicus is real.
So anyway, as the story goes, I unplug the solid state. It boots so fucking quick. It's insane. I didn't realize it could boot that fast. So far, I haven't even gone above 40% memory usage, despite me doing all of the things that typically causes it to hit 50% and crash. So, So another very long-running issue for me is that for whatever reason, on every version of Windows I've ever used, Windows has
Real
been
quick, do we have a
absolutely
sign L this week?
horrible. We do have a banked sign L. I believe Killionaire knows what the banked sign L was about. He'll have to say that in
shit.
chat.
He'll get to it when he gets to it, I'm sure.
But it has been a long-running issue for me is that Windows, for whatever reason, for me, has been historically terrible at trash collection, and it'll just not let
That is
go
an
of RAM.
understatement.
It just does not let go of RAM, ever, unless I force it to. And it's like, oh, well, Sneaky, it's supposed to let go of the RAM when your computer needs it. It's like, yeah, well, tell that to the program that won't run because it doesn't have any fucking RAM because the computer won't let go of it because of the notepad file I opened 4 days ago might need it again someday.
Yeah, that's a common Windows issue with page filing and
He is
RAM.
entirely serious about that, by the way.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Like, it has been consistent for me across Windows installations, across Windows versions, going all the way back to Windows XP. I've never had Windows work right for me.
Is this one long chain of upgrade installs?
No, fresh installs. Using the same key and
Fresh
disk,
installs.
but fresh installs.
But they're fresh installs.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
that's something you're doing. But I don't know what to tell you. You're doing something.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm doing so. Wow, guys,
Yeah,
we should
you're
hire him for
Oh,
IT work.
Yeah. Sign, can we interest you in a level 1 help desk position? Sneaky's company's hiring.
Get fucked.
What? Now, hang on a minute.
Pay me
Hang on a minute.
to
Your
do level
generation's
one.
always complaining about how people don't want to work. That doesn't seem very work friendly of you, Sign.
So
No,
my
no,
manager
no, no.
pulled that
and new attitude.
Below my
completely separate.
capabilities.
Completely separate from everything I just talked about. I was also just reminded of the fact that my manager pulled the good old twofer again today of, hey, you're really behind on all your proactive tasks, which are less important tasks that can be put off if I have something like a normal task to do. Also, I've put 2 more normal tasks in your queue. Also, here's 4 more proactives. And I'm just like, you were literally just in a meeting with me telling me that I'm behind on my proactives and that I should work on those. And then immediately, 5 minutes after that meeting is over, you send me more non-proactive tasks to work on first.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
doing that intentionally.
Yeah.
To
What's
make you
the
look
problem,
bad. He's
Sneaky?
building a case.
No, he can't build a case against me. He literally can't build a case against me because I have the highest happiness rating despite how long it takes me to get back to people for tasks. I have the highest happiness rating by far on the entire team.
Satisfaction rating versus reported problems from a manager.
No. It's no, you do not understand. His recorded problems of, oh, he's doing slow on tasks doesn't matter when, if you look at the task numbers, I'm still doing more tasks than everyone else. I'm still answering twice the phone calls.
Sign, maybe this one is that stupid, but all Sneaky has to say during the HR meeting is, well, what about the people that I'm literally doing 3 times more work than? I am literally outperforming them all combined. Why aren't they here?
Well,
yes.
on top of that, all of upper management has only good things to say about me. Middle management hates me. Upper management likes me.
Well, yes, you make middle managers look bad.
Sneaky is also liked by several of the higher paying customers for that branch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you got somebody with a big contract requests you, you're golden.
Honest, Sneaky has managed to put himself as a level 1 desk jockey in the kind of position most IT people would kill to be, which is they can't get rid of me without possibly risking losing like 3 to 5 large paying customers. Because if they find out, Sneaky went to work for that company, We're switching to them for contract.
One of the
Yeah,
people
that's
that
usually a tier
requests
3
me by
thing.
name is the best friend of the CEO.
Oh.
Now that
Yeah.
they
Now-
can't
job
touch you.
security.
Yeah. Now,
That's
Sneaky,
job
that doesn't
security.
that doesn't mean Sneaky has pull at the company. It does mean he's got the closest thing to tenure you can get in IT.
Yeah, yeah. They'd have to have a really egregious reason.
Like,
fire
listen,
him.
they'd have to catch Sneaky on camera talking about the several thousand illegal things he was doing with the company data.
True.
Yeah,
They'll never find out
He'd
though.
literally have to. embezzle
But no,
funds or something.
Yeah, they would
I've
have to
also
catch
been
Sneaky
directly
doing something
cited
that's
as
not
responsible
worth
for
it.
keeping customers on. Like in the performance review for the company with the customer, I was directly cited as the reason why they're staying with the company.
Woo.
Woo.
Always good to hear.
Yes, it's very great to hear those things. A, because they pay me every single time that happens. But B, because it makes it very easy to be like, hey, I need a 10% raise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to be clear, I am now finally earning as much money, and it took me 3 years, but I'm earning as much money as someone who's been working here for 8 years at the same job. At the same
Absolute
level.
win.
Yes. So, what the fuck is this you posted? Oh god, my university just replaced the previous IT guy. One of the students took over, and I quote, "He left a list of disasters." Well, yeah. So that's a very normal thing when it comes to IT handoff. Is
Yeah.
that the new IT guy comes in and he looks around at what the previous IT guy was doing and goes, "What in the ever-loving shit was he thinking?"
Yeah. What he was thinking was he had job security while
Usually.
while he quietly managed those disasters and kept them from being disasters. The moment he handed it off, well, it's your problem now, buddy. Oh shit, it's a disaster.
Lots of unnecessary power wank. It is an enjoyable read with superior prose. Interesting way to start off a negative review. This was a great story and I really enjoyed it. Better than pretty much everyone else around. Negative review. Timeline-wise, it's set at an interesting point with an appropriate diversion from canon. Okay. Obi-Wan gender bend was a little bit random, but that doesn't take away from the story. Yeah, because we don't obsess over it. Yep. Dialogue is engaging, and the OCs or marginal characters are interesting enough. Okay. So, this is a terrible story. Do not recommend.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, eh?
The only gripe I have is the level of Tanya Wank. At 6 years old, she knows more force techniques. Is she still 6? I thought she was like 8 or 9 or 10 now.
No, she's in current chapter. She's 14.
I'm trying to say. Oh wait, is this from today?
Mm-hmm.
That's from today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She didn't know any force techniques at 6.
Very explicitly.
I think you should respond to this guy and let him know that.
You can't.
Oh.
Without a direct PM, you can't reply to reviews.
I honestly, dude, I would PM this guy and just clarify that he is aware that Tanya is 14 now. Because it sounds like his gripe is that she's 6 and knows all this. Not 14, which is, I mean, not much better. Still a child/teenager, but also at the same time around the age of a lot of the characters when they started doing really silly shit in canon. So
yeah, like plenty of precedents and expanded lore that you had knights as young as 13 and 14. So
I mean, Ahsoka, Anakin.
I'm not seeing where I can send him a PM. I think he may have them turned off.
Oh well.
I mean, to be fair, you have them
What?
turned off too, don't you?
At 6
Yep.
years old, she somehow
Never
knows
found it.
more Force techniques than Yoda and Palpatine combined, factually incorrect. Has additional censoring capabilities, factually incorrect. Also, her old world magic, factually incorrect. Gets unlimited
Mostly
support
incorrect.
from the Mandalorian. Well, no, she doesn't have her old world magic. She just knows how it works, and because
She's
of knowing how it
adapting it.
works,
Yeah.
effectively, it's like just because I got reincarnated into Skyrim doesn't mean I know less algebra than I did before.
Which coincidentally is
Is
going to
not.
make you really funny.
Yes, but point being though is her magic was all math based, so it's not like she's translating the feeling of clenching her butt and focusing really hard into a force push equivalent, right? It's no,
Yeah.
she's literally going, okay, so here's all the vectors force. How do I do this with the force? And the force is like, well, pretty much the exact same way, except just try harder and do less math. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
The Force looks at all the math and goes, "Quit being a fucking nerd."
Nerd!
Right? Yes. Nerd.
Yeah, you know, the semi-sentient creature behind that'd be like, man, that's a
Nerd.
lot of words to do nothing.
Gets unlimited support from the Mandalorians. She explicitly doesn't. She's explicitly getting support from the Mandalorians because
Yeah.
she's explicitly paying them all.
Yeah, by the way, I just want to say this. The Mandalorians, there are two scenarios which get unlimited support from them. You have the money for that support,
Or you're the Mandalore.
or they really like what you're about and they want to see what you're going to do.
True.
As it turns out,
Yes.
Thomas fails both of those.
I really like where we're going with this one. Keep going.
Now, let's be fair. There is the third category of, I found where Revan hid the mask.
True. Yes, that's
True.
true.
Oh, okay, you know what? I forgot about
in a
that.
duel.
Okay.
I
No, actually, technically, I'm sorry. At this point
Yeah.
in canon, it's, I found where Canderous put the mask after he got done borrowing it from Revan.
Indeed.
Because to be
she
clear,
also has
did that.
limitless force shield. That's factually false. She gets injured countless of times. And
Maybe it's just a really bad
engineers
force
out of
shield.
context weapons that trivialize space combat. So again,
Yeah.
this is the part where I'm saying it's
railguns
like if he
again.
read the first chapter, I could be like, okay, so maybe he just didn't read far enough to understand. No, if he's talking about trivializing space combat, he's explicitly read up to the chapter where the railgun shows up, which means she's explicitly not 6 years old. She's explicitly not engineering weapons out of context. She's just applying knowledge she already knows to a situation.
This is just a bad faith review.
But what's funny is they still gave him a good a good
Well,
rating.
4.5 is not a good.
anything
No,
that's-
3.5 is not a good rating.
Oh, they gave him a 3.5. Oh.
Yeah.
Anything that's not a 5 is a bad rating. A 5 is +1. Anything below that is -1, 2, 3, 4.
Again,
5.
honestly,
Ugh.
report this guy. Because
Yeah.
just report his review as factually incorrect and misrepresenting the story.
Yeah, because it's like that's just some next level like bullshit he's spewing.
Yeah, it's like again, I
It's like he
think
read
his
through the fic
gripe.
and paid attention. to
Yeah, I
nothing.
think his gripe is the
Whoa.
fact that she's 6 and doing all this. It's like, well, but she's not 6. She's actually 2.5 times the age of 6.
He may be incapable of comprehending the passage of time in fiction.
You know what? That is actually an extremely likely scenario.
Also, he could have fed it to an AI and told it to give him an inaccurate summary or something.
I mean, also
Or
true.
told it to give him. He could have told it to give him a summary of the story, and that's what he's basing the review off of. Because if the AI saw the age of 6, but it's not smart enough to continue reading ages,
Mm,
then that's going to be part of the summary it gave him.
it's possible, yeah. Also, it doesn't trivialize space combat. again, it's one thing to complain about the railgun. There's plenty to complain about. Not saying you could be right about any of your complaints. I'm just saying there is plenty to complain about. But the thing here is, though, is it doesn't trivialize space combat. It explicitly, in the chapter that it is introduced, has its pros and cons explicitly outlined. It's good for stealth strikes. It's good at long range. It's good because they explicitly are not trained to handle that weapon type at the current era. It's, you know what this is? This person would be complaining about the person who invented the Gatling gun. Oh, well, it trivializes combat. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point of a weapon.
Oh, they're sitting there complaining about how the other side just doesn't know how to form lines for proper fights.
Yeah, exactly. This person is well, I can't say that word.
Then don't say that word. I don't know which word it is, but don't say it.
No, I can't actually say that. This person is a fuck. Someone that supports the king. They are a fuck.
Yes.
They are this sort of person that would be complaining that the American rebels aren't forming lines in the field so they can charge at each other in honorable combat, and instead are picking off our officers, and that's trivializing the sport of battle.
Don't they know the officers aren't supposed to be in any danger unless they choose to charge valiantly?
Yeah, it's just like, I fucking hate people like this so much, man. Oh my god, I hate people so fucking much, man. Also, gives negative review, literally lists everything correct about the story, says it's great all until the very end, and where he proceeds to lie and misunderstand the story on a level unprecedented. Oh god. I don't think people are literate anymore. I honestly do not think people are literate
Oh,
anymore.
buddy.
They're
You don't
not.
need to
We
think
know
that.
they're not.
I had
Sneaky,
someone bring
you've
to
sent
me-
me clips, Sneaky. You know they're not.
I had someone bringing me a slip
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I want to deposit into a checking account." I look at the slip. It very clearly says savings. This is a savings account slip. Oh no, it says checking. I thought it said checking. Takes a look at it again. Oh. And then just goes and picks up another slip. They picked up the wrong slip again.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, you know,
Work in retail for any amount of time, and you will understand that the general audience
You
is in fact
know,
retarded.
I work
Yes.
retail.
You explain to that person that so long as they had their bank assigned debit card, you could just do a deposit through that instead, right? At the
Yes.
counter.
Yes. But they didn't want a debit card.
Oh, you know what? Good on them.
Yep. No, I will say, I used to have a debit card until my bank didn't reissue me one.
Many such cases.
Aren't they supposed to do that automatically?
Oh,
They
are.
do, but then they don't.
Yeah, and I told them about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll send it to you."
And I work in a bank, and sometimes they
didn't.
just don't do it, and they come in and say, "Hey, I was supposed to get one of these," and we're just like, "Oh, oops."
I still think one of the funniest moments ever is definitely my feud with the USPS. Well, we closed your mailbox because you never picked up your mail. Well, you never gave me the key. What do you mean I never gave you the key? Well, you said you had the key for me, and then you never gave it to me. What do you mean? No, I definitely would have. Sound of drawer opening. Keys dangling. Oh. You can come pick up your key whenever you want. We'll get the mailbox reopened.
Morons.
Well, you know what? At least he was willing to admit he was
Right.
wrong.
No, there is surely no way we never gave you this. Oh, never mind.
Um,
Oh dear.
Well, you know, that's what happens, and now you get the IA on you. Anyway, so the wheel.
I thought I thought the IA thing was a separate incident where
No,
your
no, that was
postal
so
delivery-
that was the same incident. In where I called the IA, got them on USPS. That's what caused the manager to immediately call me, insisting that it was definitely my fault. And then that's when he opened up the drawer of keys to be delivered and realized that the key was never delivered.
Hmm.
The words were definitely had with someone that day.
Oh, someone lost their job.
Probably.
No, not
Yeah.
probably. Someone lost their job. He was
You do not fuck
arrested.
with the mail. Oh,
He tampered
Oh
with
yeah,
the
that's mail
mail.
fraud.
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is
There
something
was
people
someone
tend to
that-
forget. First of all, the U.S. Postal Service has their own cops.
Yeah.
And
they
they
were-
have.
No.
They have. I gotta be really clear here. They have more freedom to kill your ass than a U.S. Air Marshal.
Not
No,
only
no,
that,
they
they
don't
also have a
have
99% conviction rate.
They have strike teams. They have special forces strike teams equivalent to fucking SWAT teams.
do not fuck with the mail.
Do
Do
not
do
fuck
not
with the mail.
Listen,
Don't.
Benjamin
These are not
was very clear about that.
Yes. No, it's very important that the mail gets there. If you ever feel stupid, remember that the Canadian Post is losing $10 million a day right now because they're on strike for retarded reasons. Well, of course they're retarded reasons. It's Canada. But yeah, you know, so basically I had a comic book package not get delivered to me because of this, and also a bunch of and this is what really lit the fire, is I was like, yeah, a bunch of financial documents never made it to me.
Ooh.
And that's multiple felonies.
Yeah.
So, like, within 24 hours of me submitting that report to the IA, the next business day, the manager was calling me, being like, no, it's definitely not our fault. Oh, fuck, it was our fault. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
And they're like, also the guy got fired. He was a known issue, and he finally got fired because they originally thought he was just fucking around and, like, delaying people's mail. But because he fucked around too hard, he found out finally because they closed my mailbox because he kept fucking around with my mail. Which means
Oh,
I didn't
boy.
get financial documents. And upon investigation, the companies that sent those financial documents never got notified that they were being sent back due to non-delivery, which means that the chain of custody was broken at that mail center, and those financial documents
Oh
were...
no.
Yeah. we're not
Oh.
there anymore.
That's
Yeah.
legal trouble.
Yeah, he got arrested,
Because
so...
the
You what?
worker in question didn't like Sneaky.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Because he didn't like you.
Mhm.
Wow, I can't
yeah.
imagine someone not liking Sneaky.
Yes, can't imagine.
Oh, it's
I
it's
get
easy
not
to
liking
imagine
him, but
that.
that's just fucking petty.
Oh,
no,
absolutely, but
Well,
you know,
the hard thing to imagine here is working for the post office and not knowing what can be done to you for not doing your job.
I
Yeah,
assume this was a
that-
case of this
No,
had been getting
I
away with
mean-
it for so long.
Yeah, I think it's, from the sound of the manager's voice, it sounds a lot more like government employee that knows they can't be fired unless they really fuck up bad. And they had been fucking around for so long because they're also stupid that they didn't realize the situation that I was in. And they fucked a little too close to the sun.
Oh well.
Yeah. But yeah, so I can't stress this
Don't
enough
fuck with
to
people's
anyone
mail.
who's not in the United States. Don't fuck with the mail. Like, hey, listen, I don't know where it is where you come from. Don't come to the U.S. and don't fuck with the mail. Don't do it.
Yes, don't come to the U.S. or fuck with our mail.
And if you do come here, definitely don't do that.
Definitely fuck with the mail if you do come here.
Please fuck with the mail and then post it on social media.
Yeah, definitely post it on social media after you do so.
Please do.
There are 15
Give us details.
male. There are 15 male employees with shotguns at your door.
Shotguns, nothing.
Sign, if you're trying to post that thing you just said, I would explain explicitly not true. She is 14. Blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have access to her magic. Okay, yeah, she paid for it, then joined them. If you pay for service, you get service. Limitless swordmanship. She breaks skins into it regularly. Comic book outlined. Author has to give her an idiot stick, except she has conflict all the time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I say careful Icarus for a reason. Well, see, Icarus was about pride. Because you can't... You can't blame Icarus in the story for not knowing that flying closer to the sun would somehow heat up the wings more. Because to know that, you would first have to have flown close enough to the sun for your wings to heat up more. Now,
and if you've
his
done
dad,
that,
his dad did say, don't fly close to the sun, but Icarus personally had never actually been in a scenario where he could have understood why his father was telling him that. And, you know, Daedalus does this whole thing in true parent fashion, in where they assume children are fucking retarded and just don't explain to the child why they're telling them not to do something. Because if you're like, oh, don't do that, you'll get hurt. It's like, okay, now the child's gonna weigh in their child mind, get hurt, but thing might be fun. And that's different. But I had through my life been told, just don't do it. Why? I'm the parent. Do what I say. And that was Icarus' story from what I remember as well. Of, son, don't fly too close to the sun. I don't think there was anything more than that, actually. I'll have to look up the old tales, but in the telling that I heard, in the telling that I read in my school when I was a young boy, that was all that Icarus was told, is don't fly close to the sun. Why? Because I told you not to.
Something the Greeks were very famous for listening to.
Yes.
Oh,
Greeks,
yeah. Greeks,
famous for listening.
Great listeners.
Yes. But yeah, it just explain to your fucking kid. Like, even if you don't think they'll understand, maybe they'll just take your warning more seriously if you do explain it. And there is a non-zero chance that you taking the extra 5 seconds to explain why you shouldn't do something. Like, you're the fucking parent. What does it matter that you took an extra 5 seconds out of your life to actually explain something to your kid, rather than just demanding authority privilege?
Because they wanted that instant obedience. I'm the parent. Obey me. That's what that's about.
I'm aware that's what that's about. I'm just saying.
Do not question. Obey me immediately.
I'm aware. I'm just saying. Yeah, that bear does look done with everyone's shit, by the way. That bear
is hilarious. This junk human mounted me and is using me to ride across this place. Hasn't mauled the human.
So I appreciate multiple things about this scenario. A, the bear is just rolling with it. B, the bear pulled over.
Yes.
And C,
that's a wild bear.
Yeah, no, that bear's entirely wild.
It's a wild bear, and I like how the officer just casually approaches him on the bear at the front of the bear. And just like,
bear, yes.
Listen, I
this
think
guy
my
might be
favorite part-
fine. Yeah.
I think my favorite part about that is the drunk man. He's the designated walker.
Yeah. The bear also looks very disappointed.
Yes.
It
Yes.
does. It does
He was
genuinely look
ashamed, pulled over.
just
Dimitri, this isn't
exasperated.
you. You've been drinking again.
I like how the bear just accepted a drunk human just mouthing it and just being like, all right, okay, you want me to walk down this road? All right, fuck it.
Average Cult of Urson follower.
Even the wild animals know.
A
No.
full fucking grizzly
You can
too.
get with a drunk one? No.
I mean, it's not a full grizzly. It's probably like an adolescent. Because, like, an actual grizzly is, like, the size of the fucking cop car.
Oh,
That thing's
damn.
still big enough to maul somebody and.
Oh, well, obviously it's
head
big
between
enough to
his feet.
maul somebody, but it's not a full adult.
It's not an adult. No.
Yeah. But,
Surprisingly
yeah, no, that
cooperative,
definitely
but
a moment.
unimpressed. That's the way to describe a bear.
Definitely unimpressed. Possibly the most unimpressed bear I've ever seen.
You've seen a lot, but this is new. Really?
We've seen a lot, but this is new.
I appreciate that they're just like, this is a weird one.
I also really appreciate visible open container. Like, yeah, we got a dude driving a bear. Also, by the way, he's driving while intoxicated with an open
Drunk
bottle of
driving.
alcohol. Pull that fucker over.
I was like,
But no, really consider this, right? Like, it's not like the cop car is not in this picture. The cop car is behind the bear, which means the cop popped their lights and the bear pulled over
pulled over. Yes.
and stopped walking forward.
I want to know how
I'm
many
not
times this
convinced
bear's
this
been
man didn't have the
arrested.
bear drunk as well.
It's possible, yes.
I want to know how
He
many
may
times this
have
bear's been
given-
pulled over that he's like, okay, time to pull over.
So yeah, the bear has seen so many cops. It just
He may have
knows.
fueled that bear with the vodka.
What's the problem, officer? Do you know how fast you were going?
7
Where's
miles an
Yogi?
hour.
Have you seen Yogi?
No, guys, he was barely going over the speed limit.
You know, honestly, I would be.
Oh.
I would have actually laughed harder if they pulled him over for speeding on a bear while drunk. Because, you know,
Yeah.
bears can go,
But
like,
yeah,
what,
speed limit on a
45,
bear
60
is
miles an
6
hour?
miles an hour.
you have a license- you have a
it's for
license for that
relatively
bear,
limited
sir?
period of time.
35 to 45 for a limited period, I think.
Do you have a
Okay,
license for that
let me
grizzly
be
bear?
clear.
bears-
Let me be
uh-huh.
clear. That's a very terrifying limited period of time.
Yeah, 35
Yes.
miles per hour, but at a sustained speed, they can only average about 25. For
Yeah,
only a
that's-
couple miles. Okay, okay.
A couple of
Really?
Miles, so it's only a couple of miles that you need to outrun that bear for.
Oh, good luck with
Yeah.
that, buddy. The bear's going about 7. You got to take 7 steps for one bear.
Yes.
Well, now, see, here's the thing, right? Average
I mean, you can
human
outmaneuver a
run.
bear.
No, here's the thing. If you can outlast the average, okay, so maximum speed is 28 miles per hour from a human.
Well, no, they might get a little. Give them 2 more miles an hour for being chased by a bear.
Yeah, maybe. 20
Adrenaline
miles per
pumping.
hour. Okay, so here we go. 12 miles per hour is typical in young adults. Competitive athletes can go up to 20. There we go. Okay. So you got to outrun that bear for quite a few miles. But, you know, maybe if you're wily enough, you will be able to pull it off.
Yeah, you could outmaneuver him running between trees and shit.
Maybe some sharp turns. I don't know how good
Yes,
bears are at
sharp
sharp
turns.
turns, but anyway, so the Wheel of Death said cyberpunk which means we will be taking a look at the cyberpunk section.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
Yes,
Truly
well, you know
terrifying
how it
idea.
goes.
Unfortunately.
So let's see what we got here. We got Rusted Chains, a cyberpunk progression novel. Okay. A change of pace is all Nell was looking for. A different kind of job with lower risks, but when things go south, they make sure to get to the pole, leaving Nell with an odd piece of chrome embedded in his spine and an entity in his head. Demon, AI, old pre-ban tech, whatever it is, he wants it gone. A cyberpunk 2077 fanfiction set before the events of 2077. Okay.
So you're copying 2077's gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, Edge Runner's gimmick.
Yes. And
So you just
combining
combine
the
the two.
Yeah. 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 To no surprise, it's got 19 chapters and 55k words, which puts it at roughly 2.5k words, 2.3k words per chapter, which isn't great. It's got a fairly fast update rate, however, from September 9th to October, so over the course of a single month, it's got about a chapter every other day or more.
Probably backlog.
And possibly a backlog, yes. And then on top of that, honestly, I don't really understand why they're updating so often.
Yeah.
In such small chapters in the cyberpunk section. There's only 300 stories in this section.
Not to mention, let's be real. You are competing with some truly ridiculous writers with truly ridiculous chapter lengths.
Yeah, Silent being one of them.
Silent, Saris,
not on
like,
FFN.
come on now. Oh, yeah.
He hasn't posted his to FFN?
No, he has not.
Oh, okay. I bet you will find that this guy's story is posted on Royal Road, though, because that sounds like a Royal Road chapter length and update schedule.
Possibly, yeah. However, it has found basically no purchase here on FFN, with 3 reviews, 5 favorites, and 2 follows.
Oof.
And all 3 reviews. So 2 reviews are from bots. Non-accounts. They're guest reviews only. So I guess the bots are being banned from accounts now, but obviously guest reviews are a little bit harder to ban bots from.
Yeah. Still big oof.
Yeah.
I mean, would it be that hard to make it to force a CAPTCHA for guest reviews?
No, but they would probably have to rewrite their entire website. Because this shit is
I was pretty sure they already forced CAPTCHA on.
No
some of that shit.
CAPTCHA. Nope. I don't know how they would probably have to rewrite the website because I'm gonna be honest, this shit's so fucking old. Let's see here. So the first only actual human review is firstly, shoving 6 chapters as your initial launch post is a terrible idea. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Why would you post 6 chapters to start? That is...
Yeah, that's...
Secondly, why exactly does he hate cybernetics? I could have missed something due to how boring this story was, but a neural port is part of a neural link that everyone has because of the modern day electronic requirements. And a neural link is completely necessary for day-to-day life due to most people no longer carrying hard cash, especially for large payments.
Okay,
It's
that's
also pretty much
completely
the-
wrong. That's completely wrong because all a neural link does is integrate what's called an agent into your body. It is
Yes.
entirely possible to walk around with just an agent. And an agent is basically a smartphone with chat GPT on crack.
Yes,
GPT.
Yep.
cracked GPT, indeed.
Because it was originally made by a bunch of Korean guys, and oops, we accidentally made sentient AI. No, I'm not kidding.
Average
course they did.
Korean
You know, I
side
kind of
quest.
see that happening, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Korean. Like,
But anyway, yes, you're not wrong in that you can just put it on a phone instead and be like a normal person. It's pretty much the only way to call someone. Yeah, so so this is a 2077 video game enjoyer who does not know that the game is based on a book
And a game series
and a game series. Yes. But
other
my
things.
well, yes, but my point is more along the lines of they are confusing an agent with a neural port because in 2077 they're basically equivocated to the same thing.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, you know, they're retarded, but they do bring up a good point of why post 6 chapters to start off. It's a little bit silly, but again, why post such small chapters at all in the first place, unless you're cross posting, because you're not fighting for space in the cyberpunk section. You make a fucking post, your story's gonna be on the front page for like a month. Like you're not exactly fighting for the glorious position of front page in the cyberpunk section, at least
Yeah.
on FFN. I'm sure on QQ, the QQ is actually like kind of popping off these days, which is really unfortunate because their favorites and bookmarking system is still such dog shit.
Yeah.
I have to rely more on RSS feeds to get story thread marks than I do from their own fucking system because their own fucking system's terrible. Like, even if you do, like, it's not usually bad. Like, you can set it to only send you emails when an author updates a thread and they thread mark whatever their update was, so you're not getting, you know, splash reply posts. But
Yeah.
if you get a story where the author's like making shit tons of thread marks for like extra information and apocrypha and this thing and that thing, and here's some pictures, here's a map, then you just get flooded with fucking alerts, and it's annoying as shit. Especially when you have multiple stories where authors do that. And it's like, okay, I don't want to be getting 40 fucking emails from you a day.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad you're engaging with your audience, but I don't care.
No, it's not even like I don't care. It's I'm glad you're engaging with your audience, but I don't want to be getting an email alert for a that I want to reserve for chapter updates.
Yeah.
Because my email is how I track chapter updates, and I don't
the
want
one thing
to
I'll
be
give SB
filtering
for
through them.
props for
Yeah.
because they implemented that just to choose
Just
what type
thread
of
marks?
thread marks. Yeah, you
Okay,
can choose which ones to toggle.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. So I don't know if QQ has updated that as well because they're both operating off the same system. So it's entirely possible QQ is updated with that. All I know is back in the day, when I originally was looking for a system to keep track of updating stories, the QQ update system was just so fucking bad that I said fuck it, and I now have like 1,000 bookmarks sitting in a bookmarks folder. organized by section, and that's how I keep track. And organized by section and organized by how often the author updates. To keep
So
track.
QQ is not updated to the same thing Space Battles has, so it's still
They're
the old
not.
version.
Okay, so I'm okay.
Well, no, they're on the same Zenforo version. It's just they're using different stuff.
Yes,
From what I
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they're still using the old system where Space Battles has at least upgraded enough that you can select what thread marks you want to be emailed for or get alerts for. Like, you can
Yeah.
even disable or I think just project anything that isn't a main story thread mark. Which is nice, honestly, because I was kind of getting annoyed sometimes at what you were complaining about.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and click on this just to check out the quick scan through
Oh, boy.
here. Oh wow, look at that, guys. I think I figured out why they're updating in 2.3K chapter lumps.
Oh dear.
What, Patreon?
It's AI.
It's AI, and they're paying for the cheap version.
Oof.
It'll only generate that much.
Yep.
You know, that's used to be, if we had AI of this level like 12 years ago, people would be so clever in hiding that that's what they're using.
Oh yeah.
Man, people were so
Yes.
fucking clever back in the day.
Now they're fucking open about it.
People are fucking no. It's
Look
not they're
what I
open
made
about
with
it.
the
It's
AI,
they're
guys.
just retarded.
They're not good at hiding it. That's not the same as being open about it.
What do you mean they made a new Aliens game?
Yeah, you
What do you
didn't
mean
know.
it just came out?
Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
know.
there is a new Aliens game coming out this month.
Play as Rogue
all about
Colonial
Alien-
Marine Black Woman?
Rogue Incursion.
I mean,
Man, I always wanted to play as Colonial Marine Black Woman. Sent to investigate the
I don't know.
evil death site Perdan Flight and survive using your hardcore skills and reflexes and determination against the deadly xenomorph incursion. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you, lone
Mhm.
black woman badass, will take on an entire hive of alien xenomorphs alone, where everyone else failed because you are lone black woman. Unstoppable.
So, wait, re-envision for PC. Oh, don't tell me this is
No,
a
this is
fucking
a port. No way, this is a port.
What?
Don't
I
tell
feel
me
like I've
this
heard
was the
this
mobile
before.
game. Oh,
Wait,
no.
what?
Re-envisioned for PC.
It's a
Oh,
port.
this totally was a mobile. It's a painfully obvious VR port.
Oh.
Finished the game in 3.5 hours. The end of the
Wow.
game ends with a black screen white text. Hendrix will return in the obvious plot twist.
Oh,
Wait, I just realized
God.
the banner says part 1,
Yeah.
but that's not. I'm looking at the original VR page. It just says Alien Rogue Incursion, but the banner for the Steam store is part 1.
Mhm.
You know, it's a shame. Aliens should be an absolute knockout for survival horror on VR.
You would think.
I mean, couldn't you just take Alien Isolation and make it VR and be done?
You
I'm
know
pretty sure
what?
that actually has the
I'm
VR.
pretty sure they have VR mode for Alien Isolation.
I would not be surprised because it seems to be quite the logical thing to do.
You can tell it's
yeah,
a port,
there it
by
is.
the way. Had high hopes for this, but it let me down. Combat is extremely mid. Xenomorphs just jump around and stare at you, waiting for you to shoot them. Yep, that's how you know it's a VR port.
Yeah, isolation, like many games that people look at in first person go, I want to play that in the worst way possible, does have that can be used with one of the several VR mods out there.
Man, oof. See, here's my problem, right? I don't like Alien Isolation because I can't shoot the alien.
I mean,
Really?
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
think
totally
you-
fair.
yeah.
You can't shoot the alien.
you get a gun. You get multiple guns. You cannot shoot the alien with them. You miss every time you do.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean you miss?
You miss. The only weapon you're allowed to use on the alien is a flamethrower, and it just scares the alien away for a little bit.
That's fucking dumb.
Yes.
yeah,
That's why
but-
I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. Very atmospheric. I love the story. I love the multiple endings. I like everything about it. I personally can't play it because I hate horror games where they force you to be vulnerable.
Yeah, that sounds
And
fucking stupid.
Alien, oh, no, sign, it's not, because Alien Isolation takes after the first movie, not the second,
Yeah.
including the alien is a threat all the way through until finally you find something that it's terrified of, which is a flamethrower.
Okay, yes, but bullets kill things.
Yes.
It is a physical entity. Bullets can kill it.
Yes.
Okay. And
Let me shoot it.
aliens, oh, okay, but the xenomorph required pulse rounds, which are explicitly
true.
explosive rounds.
Yes.
I can
do
tell you
appreciate that.
probably didn't watch a lot of the Alien franchise just in general.
No, I have.
But
I don't remember the thing about the pulse
yeah,
rounds, though.
I just don't like it when a horror game is like, oh yeah, you can't fight back. Why can't I pick up a pipe and beat this fucker? It's because it's not scary if you can beat the fucker. It's like, well, I think I can be the decider on that one.
Yes,
You
but I don't
know-
want to run from the thing. I want to turn around and beat it to death.
I'm gonna be honest. I can beat a tank in Left 4 Dead. It's still
True.
horrifying hearing that music.
Yes. True. Very true. Yes.
It's
Well, I mean,
still horrifying knowing that
it's
I
like
can't fight it toe to toe, but I can still fight it.
So, well, it's also like this problem. Apparently, it's a problem only a couple people have. Of the fight or flight just does not work for me. It's fight you or fight you. Arch Warhammer
Look,
also.
if you have enough guns, you can absolutely meat shot the tank to death.
Arch Warhammer also had this whole moment where he was telling a story about how he had to leave his house in the middle of the night during a thunderstorm to go unplug his copper cable internet so it wouldn't get fried by the lightning.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
how the basement where it's located is disconnected from his house. So he has to go outside through a path around his house to go into the back basement to unplug it. And then when he did that, he came out and he looked at the tree line and noticed there was these really intensely bright eyes staring at him. And his first reaction was
Nope.
like, all right, fists up. I guess I'm punching the Wendigo. Now, obviously, it ended up being an elk, and it stared at him for a bit before running away. But he was like, I kind of just, I'm kind of just remarking on that memory now, thinking that my first thought wasn't I should run away, but okay, I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna punch the Wendigo in the face before I do.
Hey,
Fair.
I'm on
That is
board
a
for
human
that.
reaction.
Man felt he was in danger. He's gonna go down swinging.
Let's go. But yeah, so that's the way it is for me. So I really hate games. Like, that's why I fucking love Dead Space. Because it's a horror game still. And you shit your pants during the entirety of the first two games. We're not talking about the third one. you shit your pants for the first 2 games, and there's plenty of moments where even though you have all of the gun you ever need, you're still like, fucking shit, fuck!
Average.
It's
the
still
average
scary
moment
even
you're
when you
dealing
can
with,
defend yourself.
One of the bigger
There's
ones.
also
fuck the
moments like,
stalkers.
yeah, well, yes, but there's also great moments in the game where you get to like a power outlet and you're like, okay, let's see what's on this power outlet. Doors open, but lights turn off. I wonder what's about to happen. And now, even though you know what's about to happen, even though you know what is about to happen, you still piss and shit yourself when it happens because it's still scary. Yes, even though you know there's going to be monsters outside of your sight range, leaping into your sight range and grabbing you and trying to kill you, it still scares you even though you know it, because it's scary.
Scary things are scary.
Yeah. And then you get to have the Karthik moment where you beat the fucker with a fucker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you Goomba stomp him.
The stress relief method of playing Dead Space.
Goomba stomp, okay.
I mean, listen, sign. The most iconic move. Listen, the most iconic move that man has is not the plasma cutter. Although it is very iconic. The most iconic thing that man has is stomp.
Hello, I am wearing an engineering suit. This weighs 50 pounds. Meat boot.
I still the fucking remake added the Dead Space 2 boot and it was great.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's see what it is. Nope, brain.
Man,
lost
there
train of
is
thought.
so many simps. So many fucking simps in these reviews. Oh my god, this
Well,
is pathetic.
What'd you expect?
Like, this one guy's like, yeah, it took me 3.5 hours to beat. And here's this other guy, it took me 13 hours to beat this game. Well worth $30. This has the original film DNA in it, and it is a solid survival horror story. I'm looking at the trailer now, and
Dick Ride Harder?
this is not survival horror.
What'd you call it?
I call it VR combat. I'm watching the aliens just get into a line and they run up to you and attack you one at a time, and then they run away.
Ugh.
Oh, so it doesn't overwhelm you with your VR headset.
Yeah. And yeah,
Well, don't
no,
worry, VR will get better in a few years.
It straight up is just the very casual, literally 6 aliens in the room with you at one moment, and they just kind of, walk at you in a very intimidating way, but then you're a total badass because you curb stomp one of the aliens.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
So your foot melts off, right?
No, you're a badass black woman. You're immune to acid.
I was not aware.
No, that's
okay.
not how that works.
Oh boy, I almost made a joke that any other time would have been great. Sneaky, I almost made the D&D joke. I almost made the D&D joke, and I'm like, ooh.
Amazing.
Like, my brain was like, oh, this is a great time for a D&D joke. And I'm like, yes, brain, this is an objectively funny statement. However, this is not the time.
Oh, which
mean it's the perfect
D&D
time?
joke specifically?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know. Just type this out in chat.
I feel bad for never having played the games, hearing you all talk about them. Look, man, you can get Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2 for like $15 in a bundle, and it's
And if
110%
you
worth
don't, I
it.
would say if you don't like the fact that Dead Space 1 is very old, it
Oh,
does
no, the
have
remake's great.
Yeah, I would just say it has a very faithful modern remake, which
Yeah.
honestly doesn't change a whole lot besides making it better. Like
They
besides
fucked
making
up
it
the pulse
graphic.
rifle again.
The
Well,
pulse rifle's always been
yes.
shit. The pulse
They
rifle is
fucked up the
intentionally
pulse
shit.
rifle, and they did race swap a couple of the characters to be powerful black women.
Second, what? All right, I
Yeah.
don't care about that second one, but the pulse rifle is the one I actually care about.
No, the pulse rifle was always bad.
No, it was fun and it sounded good. Fuck you.
But no, yeah, the prey with the mimics was possibly, that was a great room. The not a mimic, not a mimic, not a mimic, and then you're like, wait a second.
I think my favorite
If you
was when
can mimic anything, why wouldn't you be able to mimic a
the
cup
room?
with not a mimic on it?
Yeah. Well,
And then you get to the audio log that says, guys,
yeah.
they figured it out. There's mimics in here that
Wait,
say
what?
not a mimic on them. So,
Hold on.
in Prey,
What game is this?
Prey,
Right.
the 2018
2016
version.
or 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Prey, there was an enemy type called a mimic, and it's basically like this head crab-like enemy that can turn into normal objects, right? And the people that were on the station before you, were realizing that there was an infestation of mimics on the station.
Hang on. To be clear, Sicky's getting a couple things wrong, right? The mimics, they were like, wow, these mimics can do all kinds of crazy, weird, amazing things, and we're gonna study them for science and make a whole bunch of weird genetic, like horrible, horrific, powerfying mods by using these things to modify our brains, right? Like that's an important part of the research and develop on there is we are using these mimics for neurobots.
Yes, but it doesn't really matter the
Oh,
whole
that
point of
sounds
what the
bad.
mimic is. Anyway, it's honestly, Prey is a great game. I fucking loved the shit out of that game. Great game. Very
I need
low
to
replay
upload
value, to be
properly.
clear. Very low replay value. Great game, however.
No, I'd say there's decent replay value to go for a second ending.
Yeah, but like
by which I mean,
that's
right,
it.
you've got any of the normal endings, and then
Yeah.
you've got the pure ending.
Yeah. But anyway, so point is that these creatures called mimics, little tiny head crab guys, they can turn into any object, and while at first the researchers had them contained, you do find audio logs over time of like, hey, has anyone seen my cup? What do you mean it's in your cup? Wasn't it over there? No. I put it in the dishwasher last night. I haven't used it yet. Well, then why is your cup over there? That's not my cup. Whose cup is that?
Face
You
it.
know.
Oh no.
But anyway, so that's what but they weren't doing that though. Because they were a hive mind instead of individual creatures. They were slowly over time, and as long as the mimic is mimicking an object, it functions as that object. So people were using mimics as cups and as chairs and as desks and whatever, not realizing they were mimics until the mimic population had increased to the point where they couldn't contain them anymore.
Yep.
But there was this whole room where during the outbreak, basically they were trying to hoard objects that were normal and that they had checked for being mimics, and they were putting them in this one room. So like because everyone was starting to get paranoid of every object outside of possibly being a mimic, because like half of them watched their friend's face get eaten off by one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they were like, okay, so we're gonna put, we're gonna take all of these cups, we're gonna check all of these cups for being mimics. None of them are mimics. Okay, put them in this room of the not mimic room, and that way we will always have, objects to use during this apocalypse, that we know are not mimics. Except you find a dead body in the room of not mimics, and you go, oh, that's not great. And then you listen to the audio logs, and one of the audio logs in the room of not mimics of these hundreds of objects that are labeled not mimic, that the mimics learned to add a post-it note saying not mimic to the object they were mimicking.
Yeah.
Totally not a mimic.
That's not horrifying
Promise.
at all. Totally.
Really.
It's a lot of great things in that game for the horror atmosphere. I really hated how you got upgrades.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
The
Well,
very Dead
especially-
Space way you got upgrades.
Well, and then
Didn't
don't
like
forget that animation is intentionally awful because that is part of the story.
No, I'm aware. It was also particularly very awful for me. Like, I violently almost threw up in Dead Space 2 when you got to the eye
the
scene.
needle scene. Oh,
Yeah. I have a very particular reaction to anything dealing with eyes, considering I only have half of one left. So I'm very defensive when it comes to eye damage or things going near my eye.
Understandable.
Not a good scene for me. I was not okay with how the upgrade system worked in Prey.
Oh,
Yeah.
that dude.
Honestly, I think I never got past like the 5-hour mark in the game because something else came out that took up my time. But the best 45 minutes in that game was when I was streaming it for you and Atin because PS4 had a free demo out for it.
Mm.
And one, you guys got to see firsthand how I treat first-person games I'm having fun with, which is, can I climb that? Can I climb that? Can I get up there? Can I get up
And
there?
the answer in Prey was yes.
Yeah, and I'm listening to Atin and Sneak go, Max, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why is there a code at the top of this random filing cabinet you decided to throw your face against? And then we got to the first room in the demo where you get to fight a
glue.
mimic.
Yeah, and yeah.
I don't remember if it was Sneaky or Atin, but one of you just went, hey, why did that cup just fall off the table?
Yeah.
Because the mimics, Sneaky didn't mention this, part of the AI behavior of the mimics is trying to break line of sight with you to transform. And the objects carry the momentum with them if they're running mid-transformation.
Yeah, so and if you look back at them and they're not ready to attack you yet, they will try and transform into a new object. But, because of the momentum thing, they'll sometimes, they'll turn into a cup falling off a table, and you'll be like, was that a cup falling off a table, or was that a mimic? You shoot the cup doesn't do anything, it just breaks, and you're like, okay, it was just a cup. Which means
Unfortunately, it was
there's
actually
still
the
a
cup beside it.
mimic here.
Yeah.
There's a
I did.
there's a mimic around here.
I did not like the upgrade to the mimics. They were so annoying to deal with. They sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the other part where I say it's not a really replayable game, or it does have a very definitive loop to it, but it's not just the story loop. It's also the combat loop of it's not very fun. It's fun the first time, but by the time you get to the end of the game, you're kind of getting really sick of a lot of the variants of the creatures you fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I will say, I did know about this like months later. The power system was really cool in that over time, you start integrating mimic DNA into your DNA.
Yes.
Which also means when you pass a certain threshold on the mimic skill tree, all those turrets you set up around your one safe room now view you as a target.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Oh,
you've just
no.
effectively locked yourself out of your own safe room.
Yep.
Because you are 51% mimic now, my friend.
Yep.
You fool.
Yeah.
What happens if he's
And
100%
no,
mimic?
Killionaire, the appropriate response is to toss a resource grenade at the entire room. Possibly the
what?
most fun part. So basically, hyper advanced sci-fi science. They have these things called molecularizers and printers and demoleculizer printers. And effectively, you put in a wrench that weighs 2 pounds of metal, you get 1.8 pounds of metal in a cube out, and then you can take the metal cube and put it into a printing machine that will then, print whatever needs 1.8 pounds of metal.
Yeah.
But one of the things you can MacGyver together in the game is you can unlock the resource grenade, which is the demolecularization process in a grenade form that you can just throw into the middle of a room.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that's all you do is mimic check, throw grenade. The table explodes into a mimic, gets sucked into the grenade, turned into usable crafting material.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot the mimics themselves.
They're a
were
very
crafting material.
they're a
Everything
very
was a
old-
crafting material.
Yeah, at some point it was just like,
you
hey,
would
man,
do shit
you should
basically like the.
you should go hunting.
So there is 3 stages to resource gathering and praying. Stage 1, picking up what you can where you can. Stage 2, I've unlocked the resource grenades. So now I'm going to start piling everything in a room into one giant lump so I can efficiently use the resource grenade. And then stage 3, I have so many resources I no longer care. Grenades! Grenades for everyone!
Yeah. Also, to be clear, Sign, do you care about like story spoilers? I mean, Max already
No.
sort of talked about one of them. So, like Max said, the upgrade system is you're plugging mimic DNA into your brain because it's like you're even
Right.
the skill upgrades are literally someone was really good at this. So we took their brain patterns, used mimic DNA to copy it, and then you're going to stick your needle in the eye and we're going to rewire your brain for that.
Oh, ugh.
No, but like think about it.
we-
Like
Okay.
think about it, Sign, right? Like, hey, this guy's this is one of the world's best coders. We're going to give him $20 million for the rights to his brain. And then yeah, we'll just rewire your brain.
Yeah.
And the obvious problems that came
Although,
with this is
it's not
that
really a spoiler though, because you do get that in the first hour of the game.
yeah, only
Right.
if you collect enough audio logs and put all the pieces together. But
Well, I meant the power system.
oh
and
yeah, the power
mimic,
system. Yeah.
The mimic tree and the power system are like first hour of gameplay. I didn't mention
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
about what the in-universe justification was.
The other
Yeah.
the horrifying thing that I do really love the lore for all of this because what I find about a lot of sci-fi is there's no balance to it. It's just
Why
we found
did you
the
have to go grab a GIF of it, you asshole?
Oh,
Ah.
fucking spoiler that shit. Ah.
But
Not actually,
the
but
thing
nah.
is that too much sci-fi has basically no downside tech in it. It's just like, oh yeah, we invented the unobtainium energy source, and we have infinite energy now with absolutely no downsides. It's like, okay, well, that's lame.
Yeah.
In
I always like the
Prey,
Doom method.
neuromods have a massive downside. Downside number 1 is that it makes you think exactly like the person you're taking the neuromod from. So you can't.
Okay.
So you say you have 2 people who both learned programming. They're gonna think, even though they both know the same amount of programming, they're going to think differently. Even though it's similar, they're gonna think differently about how to approach a
Right.
problem. Which is why you have multiple programmers on a project because you want the project to have more than one viewpoint on it so it can get fixed and written faster, theoretically. The neuromod makes you think exactly like the first person, come to the same conclusions, come to the same, follow the same trains of thought, everything. So there's no point in having more than one person using the same neuromod on the team, because they're all going to think the exact same, come to the exact same conclusions, try the same solutions, etc. Which is obviously bad in terms of a creativity aspect. If you then apply that to painting or pianoing, it's like they're going to make the exact same paintings, they're going to play the exact same music. The other downside to using a neuromod is to use a different neuromod, you have to remove the first neuromod, which resets your brain to before you use the neuromod. Which means that if you say you had a neuromod for electrical engineering, and now you got to switch to business management, and you got married during those 5 years you were an electrical engineer, you won't remember meeting your wife.
Yeah. And let's be clear, right? Like, it's also not like the kind of shortcut where, like, I can learn how to be a really good electrical, right? I can put the knowledge of an electrical engineer in my brain, and then after I've spent 5 years with it and attained mastery, I can undo it. No.
It takes all that with it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And so now we're gonna move into actual, like, big ass story spoiler stuff for a game that's nearly
7
years old.
Yeah.
Right. Moving directly into real-time story spoilers. And you can figure this out.
Dumbledore dies.
Yeah, you can figure this out super early in the story, just by poking around and looking for audio logs. The intro to the game isn't real. The intro to the game isn't real. You wake up, you come out of your apartment, your brother calls you, you get in a helicopter that takes you to the spaceport, and you go to space. That's not real.
Yeah.
2017.
You are being
holy crap,
time looped by your brother with your own consent to try and find a solution
to the memory loss.
To the memory loss, and also to the fact that the mimics are taking over. And by the way, there's a non-zero chance that you're not actually who you think you are. You are a mimic who has become the ghost in the shell.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Decidedly non-zero chance. And yes,
man,
you can just take the wrench and hit the thing, but, like, that's not something you're generally gonna do on your first playthrough. Like, in order to get the wrench, like, you have to do a bunch of shit to get the wrench. Like, generally speaking, you're just going to follow the tutorial prompts, and then later on you can figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah. Usually on your second playthrough.
Yep. Also, that game was one of the last ones in the era of we will lower game prices after a time, because it is now down to $30 base price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed games don't seem to be going down in price. Like Ghost of Tsushima has not gone below about $45.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can very much blame Nintendo for that particular change to the gaming industry.
True.
Oh, I hate that
God
shit.
damn it, Nintendo.
Yeah, well, because
I'm sorry, your game is
Nintendo for a long time. First-party games never lowered in price, and at some point they asked someone at the top, like, "Hey, why don't you do this?" Because it trains the customer to be patient. It's like, no fucking shit, you shitheel.
yes, it
Arcane
trains the
Studios.
customer to wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just now, I'm still patient, but now the patience is, maybe it's time to go back to an old game that I know will be good.
That's another thing they've
Mm.
actually been finding out recently is that the remasters are crushing all of the new games in terms of sales.
Yeah.
My favorite part is it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that-
remasters that are faithful.
Yes, the good ones. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's people going like, wow, so this wasn't nostalgia. It was just a better game.
Yeah, it's oh wow, this
Yep.
was unlike with Pokemon. Oh wow, this wasn't nostalgia. This was just a superior video game.
It's
But aren't
objectively
you
better
excited
in every way.
for Pokemon
Ass
A
fuck?
to Z or
Yeah.
whatever the new one
No.
they're doing on the Switch 2 is? Doesn't
Legend
that make you want to run out and buy a
09.
Switch 2?
I
No.
will stick to
No.
stick to my Pokemon Yellow Pikachu edition and my Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and I'll be happy.
Aw man. Ruby.
See, I
Even
used to really love Pokemon, and then something fucked up with the Pokemon transfer, and the Charizard that I brought all the way from Fire Red.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
And listen, no, he didn't have perfect IVs. No, he wasn't amazing, but I eventually reached the point in transferring him in the games where they just the text, like the flavor text for him was just like, this Charizard's been on a really long journey.
I think what broke it for me was I had my favorite team from Pokemon Yellow that I decided, yeah, I'll start transferring them up because I had enough systems to do it. And then something in the DS era, they just stopped being able to transfer up. It's like, oh, well,
No, they didn't stop being able to transfer up. What you had to do is they added a new middleman that you had to pay for. It was
No,
called like
no, no, no,
Pokemon Home or
no,
Pokemon.
I paid for
No.
Pokemon Home.
Oh.
I could not transfer them any further. It just
Oh.
wouldn't let me.
That's strange.
Yeah, my
that sounds like
entire
it's
my entire original Pokemon Yellow team
Oh no. No, I know what he's talking
could
about.
not
So
transfer up.
because of changes they made to the move tables of some Pokemon, if you transferred them from previous versions, were not able to be moved to the newer versions because that would be unfair because they would have access to moves that weren't technically possible anymore.
Which they then reworked into just deleting the moves or just disabling them completely if they
Mhm.
were in in that game.
Okay, well, I don't care. I lost my team because of that.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that was just incredibly it was just incredibly depressing because and now I can't even I don't even have my copies of Fire and even here's the other thing that sucks now. Even if you wanted to, it's not possible anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pokemon
Like
Home was retired, wasn't it?
Yep.
No?
no, it was Pokemon Bank that was replaced with
Pokemon Bank,
Home.
right? Yeah.
Pokemon Bank still works as long as you had already owned it on your account. You
Oh,
can still
yeah,
use it
yeah.
and send shit up.
You just
they have
have
not
to
canceled
have
that.
already purchased it and installed it, and if it's ever uninstalled for any reason, you can't ever get it
Yeah.
again.
I don't know about that, but
wow.
it wouldn't surprise me if that were true.
No, I'm pretty sure that you can get stuff.
You
But
just
yeah,
can't
like,
buy
I mean,
anything new.
it's weird. But yeah, anyway, like I said, the biggest problem is if you wanted to do it now, you'd have to take something from in order to do it, you'd have to have a DS and you'd have to have Diamond and Pearl to go to or not Diamond and Pearl, Sapphire, and then get up to Diamond and Pearl. You'd have to find a way to get up to the DS games. From the DS games, then you have to get to 3DS games.
No, so
Then from 3DS games, you can finally get to the Switch.
There was
the
one,
only
the
way.
one-
So, what you had to do was you had to have an older DS, and then you had to use the older DS to transfer the GBA characters using a DS to DS link cable to transfer it to a newer DS thing, and then you had to have two, at least either 2DS or 3DSs, because then you had to have one of them with the older DS cartridge,
Yeah.
and then one with the newer DS
Black and
cartridge.
White had like a transfer
and
mechanic
then,
that
yeah,
was,
it
like,
was
home.
so fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
oh,
I think that
God,
was
but
that was like an extra program itself. You needed.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, I'm just incredibly depressed because that Charizard is gone.
Yep.
By the way, Nintendo and Sony, I don't know what happened. Their battery tech during the PS Vita and DS Lite days were something else.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
I found my DS Lite randomly while going
Oh, you
through
know
the
what
move.
it was? They moved
I
from
hadn't
Japanese
turned that
batteries
thing.
to Chinese batteries.
I hadn't turned that thing
Yeah, that
on
sounds
in
right.
like probably 6 to 8 years. On a whim, I hit the switch, booted up, full power. Not only was it
Mhm.
at full power, it still accurately told me what day, month, and year it was.
Yep.
Huh.
Japanese
And they
batteries versus
Wow.
Chinese.
literally don't make shit like they used to.
Yep.
That's intentional. Planned obsolescence.
Yep. But, you know, I lost faith in Pokemon around the time of Black and White. I tried to get into it again with X. Couldn't get that far. It was fine. It was just, fine.
X had a great feature with the the Pokemon system,
Yeah.
and an easier way to train IVs and EVs.
The
but
Pokemon Coliseum. I fucking love the Pokemon Coliseum. And I was, even though I never finished X, I was ready to buy the next generation of Pokemon game. And then I found out that they weren't putting the Coliseum back in. The Coliseum was a X exclusive feature.
What was called the Coliseum thing? Was that the EV
The
trainer?
IV trainer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit was great in Ruby and Sapphire
Yeah.
remakes.
And
I
they
loved
just,
that was
they didn't put it into next generations. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then after everyone's uproar, they're like, all right, fine, we're going to put it back in for Ruby and Sapphire. And it's like, you fucking better.
that game. It still makes me mad at how like that is the last good remake we're ever gonna get
Yeah.
for the Pokemon games.
Yep.
Because like after the Diamond and Pearl remake, which was just literally this wasn't what people wanted. Like they wanted the game again, but they wanted it to be touched up, to be refurbished. Like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, great remake.
Yeah.
Ruby and
Yeah.
Sapphire,
Yeah.
amazing remake. It was
Yeah.
the same game, but the cast was a little bit expanded.
Fire Red was, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Fire Red was the best remake because they were like, hey guys, remember Red? And we're like, yeah. They're like, yeah, so we're just going to, boom. We're going to slap everything in. Everything you wanted from a remake, we're putting it in. It's like, oh shit.
I never completed. It's
Yeah.
been so long, so I don't remember that one. So I'll take your word on that. And I did clear yellow on the 3DS because I nabbed that before they shut down the like buying option. So I can fully believe that it was a massive improvement compared to the old gens.
Is it? Okay, well, yeah. Hey, okay, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver followed up Fire Red's amazing fucking extension to gameplay. Because Fire Red and Leaf Green added like 3 whole post-game areas.
Oh yeah, the Sevi Islands.
Yeah, the Sevi
stuff.
Islands and the Heatran Island and no, sorry,
Wait,
Heatran. That was
Ho? No.
Heatran.
Moltres?
That was Diamond.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Platinum. I missed the. See, that's the other thing I miss. The second they stopped doing the unified game, I stopped buying Pokemon games. And it's not. I'm not like Diamond and Pearl, and then they made Platinum, and Platinum was fucking god tier. And I used to buy all 3 fucking games. But, yeah, no, Heart Gold and Soul Silver then added the ability after beating Johto, you got to go beat Kanto. That's God tier.
Ah,
Yeah, that was that was a thing in the base gold I remember playing because I played the
Nope, it
original.
was
Yeah, it
not.
was.
Was it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
no, it
was.
was-
Yeah,
it was base gold.
I remember
Absolutely
playing.
was.
I had
Yeah,
the gold
I was
somewhere
gonna
at
say,
my
you
house.
definitely had to
The
do
re-
both regions because that was the only way you could
Yeah.
fight Red.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
the-
you're
right,
right,
'cause
the
yeah.
whole big thing was you beat the Elite Four. They're like, all right, you can cross Mount Silver. What do you mean I can cross Mount Silver? Hey, go beat all those people you beat again, and everybody. Except it was big because like the Elite Four was different, and because you could go and Koga had replaced Agatha,
Jeanette?
I want to say.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
and his
he did.
Yep.
he'd replaced Agatha, and his daughter was now on
Poison
The Poison
The
Gym.
gym leader.
Yeah, she was now on the Poison Gym.
Fuchsia.
Yeah. And then you get to Gary motherfucking Oak. He's like, hey, you're pretty good. You know, there's someone past me. Not official, but you should go up that mountain.
You
Do
should
another
really
fight.
go up that mountain. Ooh, it's so good.
And then you
Yeah.
fight Red
Red
Team.
Sea. Red
And you're just like,
Steam.
oh. My favorite part is that if you'd played the game like most people would have played the first gen, like you cap out at level 65 to 75 for dealing with Elite Four then,
Yeah.
and this motherfucker comes in with level 80 and higher, and you're like, uh-oh. And then you get to his level 80 Peach, you're like, uh-oh. Pikachu was a fucking menace.
Oh, that Pikachu starts right out the gate with Bolt Tackle. Hello.
What
Surprise,
was
motherfucker.
it?
Such a fucking
Was it
menace.
Ruby and Sapphire or was it Platinum? Where Platinum. It was
What?
Platinum where when you beat the Elite Four, they're like, "Hey, you should go talk to the gym leaders now. They might have something to say to you." And you can go talk to the gym leaders, and the gym leaders are like, "Yeah, so you know how you beat us the first time around? Yeah, we were just kidding. Yeah, so we're gonna use our real teams now." And all of the real teams are like level 60 to 80.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
really
like,
cool.
oh.
Wait, hold on. That's illegal.
And then if you
I like that.
I'm very foggy on this, so don't quote me, but I believe if you went and beat all the gym leaders again, you can then go fight the Elite Four, and the Elite Four are all level 80 now instead of 60. And then you can fight the gym leaders again, and they're all level 80 now.
quote me
That might have been a
wrong.
later
That-
edition.
Well, that also sounds like a fan mod for something.
No. I've never played a fan game.
To be clear, you definitely could go and refight the gym. Like, you could definitely go and refight the gyms the first time.
No,
I'm
I'm
aware-
talking about the third rotation. The third rotation
Yeah,
sounds like it'd be
I'm
a
saying
fan
I don't think the
mod
third.
or
I
like
agree with you. I don't think the
one
third,
of those
the third
internet
rotation's real.
rumors that made the right.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
very possible.
like HM06 in Gen 1.
Yeah.
The last HM.
HM06 isn't real. It can't hurt you.
Later
Okay,
gens.
yeah, it was a completely, yeah, it was an internet rumor. Okay. Like I said, don't quote me on that. Yeah.
Because here's why I know that was probably an internet rumor. That sounds way too smart for the Pokemon Company. even at the
Yeah,
time.
you're right. My bad. Again, I'm giving too much credit for Pocket Freak or whatever the fuck they're called.
Pocket Pair.
Game Freak.
I don't give
That's
a
what it
shit.
was.
Game Freak and Pocket Pair, those fuckers. They couldn't make a goddamn single good game, so now they're trying to crush the ones that do.
Well, no, my
Fuck is
favorite part,
Pocket
Sneaky,
Pair?
is we're about to see what Game Freak looks like without Nintendo oversight because they've got a game releasing soon. That isn't
Wait.
Nintendo.
They do? What is the game?
Oh wait, hang on, let me go find it. Did you guys not see all the memes going around about like Game Freak when they're not shackled by Nintendo?
No,
I
I've not.
assume it's just immediately going to be hookers and booze.
Obviously.
Hang on, let me go. Let me find. Okay. So the first thing is let me make sure I got the game's name right. So they're calling it Beast of Reincarnation.
Oh.
That's the title.
That's a title.
And they're doing like action role play in the same thing as like Nier Automata, Sekiro, like high octane action is what they're aiming for.
Oh boy.
Here, let me bear with me. I'm dealing with this on mobile. That's the reveal trailer.
Meanwhile, Max, I will slap you with this.
Oh god.
Oh, all right. That is some Witcher. Geralt.
Oh, Pocket Pair's Pal World. My bad. Yeah. Wait. Who's
Yeah.
fucking?
So
It was
yeah,
Game Freaking something.
it's Game Freak and Pokemon Company.
Pokemon
Literally
Company,
Pokemon
right?
Company.
My bad. Yeah.
So yeah, as it turns out, they actually can make decent looking stuff. Granted, I get the feeling this is probably an Unreal Engine 5 game, based on specifically the way the backgrounds look with the
Yeah.
foliage and all that. Which, I
I'm
mean,
picking up
whatever.
real like both Sekiro and, like you said, Nier vibes.
Yeah. Oh wow. You can tell the game is gonna be good when the fucking trailer lags. No, you
So
know what this
yeah,
is? No, this is
if
fucking straight up new age God Eater.
Huh?
but yeah, if this ends up being a good game, they're gonna get so much shit, so much more shit for how they just phoned it in for Pokemon for the last umpteen games.
I mean, what it probably was, it was probably just them putting the worst fucking people on the project because they just felt like they didn't need to try because kids would just buy it. And
Well,
fucking
okay.
Reddit retards would just buy it.
Yes, but let's also be clear. There's a lot of things that they're getting hampered by Nintendo explicitly. Like they are not
And
they have not been given enough time and they're being forced to make
very
stuff
much so.
right. They're being forced to make games for the Switch and it's like you have to make them look pretty. Okay, but the Switch doesn't support that super well. Make it look pretty anyway. Okay, well, we finally made it look sort of pretty, but it lags like a motherfucker and has all kinds of texture pop. Put it out anyway.
Well, yes, but also at the same time, it is completely on them when they do shit like, yeah, so we made the models for the Switch for every single Pokemon. Oh, so you're putting all the Pokemon in the game. No, we're only going to put 700 of them in the game.
Oh.
But you could put all of them in the game. Yeah, we could put all of them in the game. But you're not. No, we're not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know this. Game Freak were the developers behind Timbo, the Badass Elephant, which is actually a pretty solid little platformer in 2015. So yeah, it's probably Nintendo's fault that Pokemon's been so phoned in and just not great. What the fuck is Pocket Card Jockey?
But and I will say yes, Nintendo massively is shooting themselves in the foot with their rabid obsession with DRM. It is rabid. Like, people jailbroke the Switch, and then jailbroke Tears of the Kingdom, and Tears of the Kingdom ran at something ridiculous like 260 FPS while there was like 19 machines on screen doing random things. And they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, and here's what it looks like when you do that on an unjailbroken Switch with an unjailbroken Tears of the Kingdom,
Yeah.
and it's running at like 1 frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Man,
yeah. It's like
Tears of the Kingdom's building system was so fucking good, though.
it is.
It
like-
is absurd how much they are just like that's a literal like 98% performance loss due to DRM.
On top of the performance loss they're already experiencing by being a
gimmick console.
robust tablet.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though, right? Is like that's what I'm saying. Like people were using jailbroken Switch games on a jailbroken Switch, where it wasn't using the Switch's DRM-based operating system, and instead was just using Linux to emulate the Switch, and it was just
Okay.
unstoppable. It was ridiculous how good it was. Like the hardware inside is actually good for what it's supposed to be running, but the problem is their operating system is so obfuscated with DRM that it's like nearly 75% of the processing power is dedicated to just running the operating system. It's that bad. It's I don't. And obviously it didn't do anything because the fucking thing got jailbroken in the first month.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Yeah.
I remember the issues that people had with like trying to get Three Houses to run, and then they started jailbreaking it and emulating it. I was like, hey guys, this game's pretty rad at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, so it's just blowing me away how much they are hurting themselves, and they doubled down with the Switch too. And it's just like,
Of course they did.
why? You're not saving sales. People have to buy the fucking thing first. Like, it's not. I could kind of understand DRM on the games. Fine, I get it. But on the operating system, on the fucking device itself, like, they have to buy your fucking device to jailbreak it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like someone's acquiring unjailbroken Switches.
It's not like I'm just gonna download a Switch off the internet. It's going to appear in my hand. Like, I have to. I
Well,
have
and
to purchase it first.
as has to be reminded, a lot of times, okay, fine, let's say you make it impossible to jailbreak or make it impossible to emulate it. They're not gonna buy a console anyways because the better option is to just not bother with it at that point.
Well, I mean, Borderlands 4 is a great example of just, yeah, we're gonna have so amazing DRM on this game. It's like, okay, cool. Well, we're not gonna pirate the game. We're not even gonna jailbreak the game. We're not gonna break the DRM
Not
on your
worth it.
game. Haha! So we've defeated you. No, it's because we're just not gonna buy the game or pay attention to it or look at it. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yes, you've defeated them in the worst way possible. You are beneath their notice.
yeah. The people don't even want to steal your stuff anymore.
As
That's just
opposed
insulting.
as opposed to Silk Song, where they're like, no, just go buy it, guys. It's only
Pay
20
it.
Yeah,
bucks.
just go buy it. It's a good price, guys. Go buy it.
That
Isn't there a
always hilarious.
game that just came out where it's like, here it is, it's free, everything is free. If you'd like to pay me, here's the page. Have fun.
Yes.
I
No,
uploaded the
you are
quality
thinking.
myself.
You're thinking of.
Or was it a movie?
No. You're thinking. Well, that is a movie. There is a movie that did that as well. But you're also thinking of a video game by fucking hell. What's his name? He did Helltaker.
Van Ripper?
Van Ripper.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's his
Van
game?
Ripper. Yes, he came out with a new game. It's called like Ectoplasm or some shit.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. I thought
it-
you meant he had like a third game out. The
Oh
second
no,
game.
no,
where
no,
you-
not yet.
Awaria?
No, we'll have to wait a couple more years for that.
Oh, you mean Awaria?
Yeah, Awaria, yes. And well, he also has to go find another ancient family recipe to sell as DLC.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he sells the art book and Babessi recipe for the latest one for $10.
Which again, you don't even have to buy because if you just beat the game, he also gives you the recipe for free. But it's just a way of giving him money if you really, really, really want to. And it turns out that when you make a good, fun little game that doesn't try to microtransaction you and doesn't hamper the game mechanics in any way to make you play it more to boost your logins per day or interactions per minute or whatever, then it turns out that people will throw money at you and beg for more ways to throw money at you because they
They wanna support
appreciate
them.
you not fucking them in the ass without lube.
Yeah. Well, I would say, what's the There's some gotcha game that came out where the devs were like, "Yeah, we got rid of all the gotcha shit," and
Blood and Silver, I
Oh.
think it's called.
Another,
which
No,
when I
another
first saw,
it's
is doing that.
no, it's Duet Night Abyss. They
That's
started
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I've been
there's
keeping an eye on that
there's
game.
actually
Well, there's like
multiple.
3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, there's actually been a whole rash of gotcha games that are coming out or came out or are in the recent time period of between
Yeah.
like
Well,
6
they're-
months ago and in the future.
They're-
That them
they're
just being
doing
like,
it-
yeah, we're not doing the gotcha stuff anymore, guys.
They're doing that because of Duet Night Abyss. It looks like
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
like
Great.
Ananta has also made that announcement.
Yeah. And hey,
Yep.
look, I fully support the Dota model. Look, I'm a massive, huge fan of the Dota model. Of just hey, these outfits do absolutely nothing. But if you want to pay us money for the swimsuit outfit, well, it's $20, and people will be like, yes, I need it, more.
It's $20
Yeah,
for a lewd
honestly-
swimsuit.
If they want to win super hard, literally just make all the outfits going forward between $5 and $8.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
do the old microtransaction cosmetic route, the old fighting game DLC character route. Stick to that price point.
Ye old horse armor.
They will make so much money, especially if the outfits are good.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting balance, right? Because it's like you can only get so many outfits out, unless you get into real weeds of like, here's the summer version of her swimsuit outfit. Here's the winter
Fire Emblem
theme of
Heroes.
her swimsuit outfit. Here's the Santa theme of her swimsuit outfit. Which, I mean, I suppose
Here's the
you can.
red, blue, green versions of her
But-
swimsuit outfit.
But believe it or not, Sneaky, that Santa outfit is not supposed to be a Santa version of the summer. That's supposed to just be the Santa outfit.
But no, so it's like you could get into the weeds for that, and I think maybe if you did some sort of $10 price point for the base outfit, and then maybe you could sell colors for $1. I don't know.
Like, if you want to sell me a character for $20, I'll pay $20 for a new character with new mechanics.
Yeah,
As
Well,
long
see,
as I don't have to pay
that was my
$100
opinion.
to maybe possibly get that character.
right. And see, that was my opinion when it came to StarCraft 2 and the commander system, because I did like the commanders, and I did appreciate how every commander that came out was completely different from any other commander, and like it was fun. It was a good game system. It was enjoyable, and the most important part was it was PvE, so you never felt like you were disadvantaged by not buying a commander. And so, to anyone not aware, in StarCraft 2, part of Blizzard trying to make money off the game because of the very, very massive mod culture that existed in the RTS genre for the craft games. Damn, looks like having the word craft in your game just guarantees a massive modding community. Anyway, Blizzard tried in releasing this thing called Commander Mode, which is where you and one other player go into a PvE environment in where you pick of a list of commanders and then can do objectives to get money and points to unlock more shit for the commanders and blah blah blah. And each commander played completely differently. And the most important part is they didn't play like the base races either. So like, sure, you picked a Terran commander, but this Terran commander likes siege units, and all of their stuff really empowers siege units and gives them longer range and more firing modes and upgrades and napalm and armor and you want big, heavy stomping mechs, you get big, heavy stomping mechs, and you can't get that in the normal game. Or, this guy is all about thousands of fodder, where all of his buildings just continuously produce fodder, and you drown the map in armies of fodder. It's great. I fucking love him. He's my favorite commander. They added one commander that was all about abilities. Every unit of theirs had abilities, and you had to master. So they were costly units, but at the same time, they were replaceable. But they all had one ability, and by maximizing the abilities, you basically had a elite unit squad, and it was good. One commander was all about a hero squad, where you selected a couple of hero units, and you basically just rolled out with the boys. And then there was a commander that where you played as Godzilla, and that was it.
Yeah.
You just played as Godzilla, and you shot death lasers.
It's literally just Godzilla.
It was literally just Godzilla. The whole point of the commander is that you summon him and you kill things with him to collect evolution points. And then you have 4 stages of evolution, and at the end stage of evolution, you're basically an unkillable god tank that shoots death lasers.
Yeah.
Godzilla, gotcha.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it was just really fun. You didn't have to worry about balancing because you were playing against AI. So you could just make the commanders be crazy because you didn't have to worry about making sure the other side was having fun. Unlike,
If the other side wanted to have fun, they should have got the same thing.
Yeah.
Unlike what people are saying now about Helldivers too, where the reason why they keep nerfing the Helldivers is because they have to make sure the AI has as much fun as you do.
Ooh.
So anyway, the next story, the reason why I didn't bother reading it out loud is it's also an AI-produced story, the classic M-Dash cyberpunk novelization what-if story if Arthur Morgan came to Night City. Yeah, I know, riveting, right?
I'm sorry, Arthur Morgan the cowboy?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way...
Do you know what that does? Nothing.
Nothing. So...
yeah, that does nothing.
It's even worse than you guys think. So, go ahead and mark off dog shit grammar as well. Because they made the AI do bad grammar.
What?
Just to not look like AI, alright.
No, not
so
to
what we got
not
so
look like
far?
AI. He's still got M-dashes galore going on in here, and he's still got 3 things. It's not X but Y. He didn't try to hide that it was AI. No. See, what you're dealing with here is advanced retardation, and it's advanced retardation meets artificial stupid.
Oh no.
And so what happened was the AI produced actual legible English, and he told the AI that it was wrong and that it needs to produce illegible English because that's correct English.
Oh, he's one of these authors who has to constantly tell you who and what he is.
No, he is one of these authors that doesn't understand how to write in English because they did not write English because English is not their first language. So their view on how English works is not how English works. It's their country's version of English.
Oh,
I will also leave a review for this
worse.
guy. Very impressive story. Exclamation point. 1 exclamation point. You somehow managed to write English incorrectly while using... Oh, whoopsies.
I shall return.
While using AI to write for you.
Woo.
Truly a moment where advanced retardation has overcome artificial stupid.
Wow.
Thank you, AI, for correcting me on how to insult him better.
Amazing.
AI, tell me how to roast this man for using AI to write his story.
Yeah,
That would do it.
And here I thought it was the meme I pinged you for.
yeah, here's another AI using story. Let's see what else we got here. We also got Depth of Greed. Evelyn Parker was V's first and only clue that could have led to resolving the problem with the relic. But this is Night City, and dreams are crushed. It's hardly the city of dreams, the propaganda claims. So this is if we didn't get bad grammar from the previous story, we would have gotten bad grammar from this one. I'm actively correcting how awful this fucking grammar is. She is dying, exhausted, and Evelyn is missing, having been sold to scabs. V needs to go in and try and saving the doll. And try saving the doll. Okay. This is oh boy.
Is it getting worse?
What?
It's pretty bad. I don't know, guys. Do you think this is bad? Chat, are we cooked?
Oh God, what the fuck? That is
What
a
the
wall
fuck
of
is that?
text.
Will we finally
Chat-
get wall of text on the board?
Chat, are we cooked? We got a wall of text, chat.
That is an abomination.
Oh, I don't even have wall of text. God damn it.
Damn it, neither do I. To the brink and back. Between violent gangs, greedy corporations, corrupt governments, is there no really safe in Night City? But when Jackson is torn from his world and dropped into the world of Chrome, armed with only the tinker of fiction, what path will he take? Well, he'll be instantly fucking captured by anyone. Because...
Only the tinker of fiction.
Yeah, only tinker of fiction. Yeah. Merely Superman. Merely. Wake up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Wow, that's so edgy and classy. 1,000 reviews, 2,000 favorites, 81 chapters, 384,000 words, which puts it roughly at 4.5k words per chapter, and it has been updating consistently since February 14th of 2024, which puts it almost a year and 3/4. It has been updating for. So that's 81 chapters over the course of around, I would say, 20 months, which puts it at around 4 chapters a month, which is a pretty good rate for 5k words. That's a pretty solid rate.
How many words total?
For total words is 384,000.
384,000.
Yeah. It's a little bit shy of 5K words per chapter. Scrolling through here on a hot second, it doesn't look like they use AI to write their story.
Wow.
Yeah,
mean a
every
cyberpunk story where they don't use
Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Yep. Okay. So that 4.5K words. Yep. Okay. So I was right on the money. This story is going to be AU. I took V out of the story and massaged the rest of the story so that them not being present doesn't cause issues. I want this story to be about Jackson, not about V. I love Cyberpunk, but it would be impossible to remember and work in every little bit relevant content from the games. I apologize if I skipped your favorite character or hand-waved your favorite gig. See, here's what I'm saying. You don't need to do any of the content from the games besides the broad strokes. But, you know, the general plot elements of the main story, because all of the gigs, those are all highly situational moments that were given to V at the moment they were given to V because V was there, because V knew someone, because they knew V needed the money,
because V was a badass.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, it was very highly situational that almost all of those gigs happened when they did, where they did, with who they did. So you don't need to do any of them. In fact, if your character isn't V, then you might not get any of them. So, like, all of the story that you would be putting in the story would be elements that you specifically want to focus on. I mean, possibly one of the best cyberpunk stories I have ever read is, it's got to be Ghost in the Shell or Ghost in the City.
Why is that so familiar?
It's by Sarah.
Saris, yeah, that's the one with Makoto in it, right?
That's the one with the
major?
Well, no, it's the one with the self-insert that was a major fan who ended up accidentally turning herself into the major.
Ah, okay.
And then when she realized that, she said, "Fuck it, let's go."
Fair response.
I've returned. Have I missed anything important?
We're talking about Ghost in the City.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, I fully support that. Ghost in the City's fantastic.
Yeah. So this guy is a Tinker of Fiction story writer, and he's like, oh, well, I don't want to do every game element, and I don't want to do every single gig, so if I don't do the gig you liked, then don't bitch about it. And it's like, we're just talking about how the character that isn't V, that isn't in the situation V is in, that isn't the badass that V is, likely wouldn't get maybe even 80% of the gigs that V gets in the game.
Yeah.
Not just a badass, a notorious badass. Like, it's not just enough to be a badass. You have to be known.
Well, it's not. Well, it's not only that though, right? It's that most edge runners and most mercenaries typically operated with one fixer. They didn't go to all of the fixers and operate across the entire city. Most of them,
yeah. Even if they did operate throughout the entire city, like you said, generally they had a single guy.
One fixer, yeah.
Most fixers didn't just give up on you and be like, yeah, hey, it's fine if you take jobs from other people. Because them being able to give you jobs was actually a selling point for them to be able to take bounties posted from clients.
Yeah.
And so it's just, V is in a very special situation where he or she is badass enough that the fixers are just like, well, we're not going to get involved.
They're like, I'm not going to try and stop him.
So...
Let's see what else we got. Cringe ass shit. We got Cyberpunk 2077, the hero of Night City. With a ticking time bomb in his head, V decides to search for a cure, and he's gonna help everyone while doing so. An AU where I retell the Cyberpunk storyline, except V is super helpful and helps everyone.
You can literally just play V as that. God damn it!
V
Yes.
explicitly is an incredibly helpful individual.
Yes, but you don't understand. This is my
Yes.
AU that I'm telling you about how I went around and helped everyone, and I'm really cool for it.
That's what some of the most important
Literally
endings in the
just
game
canon.
rely on.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? I think I would like to see a crossover between Batman Beyond and Cyberpunk. Just slap Terry McGinnis's ass with the bat suit and the Batmobile just straight into Cyberpunk.
I don't think that goes well for Terry. Listen, I love Terry, and I am incredibly excited that they're giving us more Terry McGinnis, and they're also giving us adult Static at the same time. But I don't think that's going to go well for Terry.
Yeah.
No, I think it worked fine. He pulls the stealth thing off and then starts upgrading with Chrome. You got to Chrome up, bud.
No, Terry explicitly does not need to Chrome up.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is this? What fanfiction bullshittery is this?
Or he just Chrome up the suit, which that would be something he'd absolutely do.
A 1,000-page Google Doc?
I'm sorry, what?
Huh? The burden
An
of proof is on the
overdue
accuser, not the
response.
accused.
It has been
Oh,
5
Who
years.
cares? It's Cinder. Who cares?
I
Isn't that the bitch that lied?
care. Yeah, I don't think you understand that. I love this shit. I don't care who's throwing the shit. I just want to see more of it, because the more of it that gets revealed to everyone, the more I laugh.
Oh boy.
Superman
It's like
in Cyberpunk.
a train wreck. You just can't look away.
Yeah, exactly, right? I don't think Superman would do great in Cyberpunk, because pretty much every corporation would be like, okay, we're going to pay this old woman to pretend to be in trouble, and by pretend, I mean we're also going to pay these thugs to actually beat the shit out of this old woman. And then when Superman swoops in to save her, we're going to shoot him with kryptonite bullets so we can harvest his cells.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that they'd have to get a hold of kryptonite first.
Yeah? You think a mega corporation wouldn't be able to get their hands on kryptonite?
Sign.
Well, it
I'm not
depends
sure how
on
to say
Superman
this to
came
you,
be in
buddy,
the
but
world.
I'm not sure how to say this to you, Sign, but to just go ahead and quote our dear friend Batman, original Batman, I have a $12 million hunk of rock for the one in Metropolis.
Yes.
But you see, here's the other thing, right? Is the reason why I love all of this. Jesus fucking Christ, Gray. 13 hours speed run of Silk Song at 100%.
Steel Soul.
With
Steel Soul
Steel
too.
Soul mode?
Yep, it's in the corner.
Hey,
Jesus.
Sneaky. Sneaky. You are going to love going through that Google Doc. It uses the very rarely used drop-down function for content sections.
Oh no.
Oh, she went full retard with it. Okay.
Wait,
Also-
is this good or bad for her?
Also,
I
Let me
don't know.
details.
She's claiming this isn't the document's not to absolve her. This is to provide context and get rid of some of the
I
rumors
come
surrounding
not
it.
to
It's like,
exalt him, I come to bury him. Okay, Cinder, calm the fuck down.
I don't know if this is good or bad for her because it's 1,000 fucking pages.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say, whatever it is, they are very confident because they are also directly linking to every single accusation that's been made against them to remind everyone what they've been accused of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe they're
yeah,
just
she
hoping
brought
that
the
everyone will
documents.
give up from the absolute weight of bullshit.
Okay.
This is the internet. The fuck
Yeah,
are you talking
probably.
about?
Bruh,
No,
Tectone and
no,
Asgard are gonna
that
be
sounds
milking
like
this
she.
shit for a couple days.
Oh
Enough
god,
out of
Hey,
others.
Rev.
stop
Yep.
reminding me
Yeah,
that
No,
Tectone
she
exists.
By the
came
way,
with
this shutdown
docs.
suit is great until I get to the lower half.
I was gonna say, I really wasn't a
I was
fan.
I was all
of the
about this
bottom.
design until I saw what his lower half looked like. I'm like, oh.
Honestly, if they just got rid of like the like, listen, I'm fine with plated boots. They're solid. I like the armored chest. I dig what you're doing with the new bat helmet. I
You
just
got a
don't
picture of
like the
that?
chaps.
Oh no, never mind. There it is. You don't like the what?
Look at it. Look at his leg. It's like he's got a set of like chaps.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I
that
don't.
looks like a modern armor
well,
rig.
Yeah, that's actually a very normal armored chap rig. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that looks like a gun rig, or a gadgets rig because it's Batman.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
I
Obviously, it's not a
understand
gun
they
rig,
are
but-
chaps, but
I mean-
no, that is actually how you equip a leg armor.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
That
might
is a
very well
modern
be. I'm
day
just not a huge fan of it.
like
Like,
thing.
No,
it
I
looks-
totally get
That's
why
fair.
you're not a fan of it. But I'm just saying that is accurate.
yeah, it's just, I'm trying to think how to say this. Everything else looks so sleek, and that looks so
Yeah.
mundane,
Yeah.
Added
like-
on after the fact.
right? Like you've got the
Like he added it on after the fact.
the hyperfuturistic bat cowl with the, and by the way, I have always loved when he has like the aggressively bat ears.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Obviously a much more armored chest plate. Even the boots are like, the boots are more armored. And then you've got like a very, like you guys said, a very normal add-on after the fact looking set of carrier rig. I'm also picking up some, like, I think it was,
Guy in the back is winning.
Wasn't it the bat suit destroyed? The Batman Beyond
Yeah.
suit?
yeah, no. The Batman Beyond
Oh.
suit was, I'm pretty sure it was kaput. Which again, that's part of why I'm like, cool, new bat suit. And
But
again,
this
like
one
I
would
said,
theoretically have all of those features, but be an upgraded version.
yeah. And again, like I said, I'm also incredibly hyped because again, we are getting additional additional adult Static Shock, male Static Shock. I mean, I would actually like to see female Static Shock, if done
There's a
in the
female
old
Static
style.
Shock?
No, there's not. I'm saying that could be interesting. Right,
No.
but we're getting adult Static, which is like fantastic.
Meh. I never liked Static.
Interesting strategy. Once again, she is doubling down on it's definitely all her boyfriend's fault that all of this happened.
Oh, so this is gonna be a shit show.
Interesting strategy.
Oh, here we go.
It's all my boyfriend's fault. Oh boy, lady.
It's
the
definitely
fact
all
that
my
she's even
boyfriend's
denying-
fault. He talked to Nana without me. He didn't consult me. He lied to me about what he said to people.
Okay, but then you should have been checking receipts when people were making you sound like a horrible bitch.
Yeah, and she even says that I lied in my apology, and yeah, she says all that. I believe
Challenge
Spite
impossible.
was contacted by Shy Lily to make a public statement against me. I mean, yes and no. So, do I believe that Spite was given a heads up so she could dump her allegations against Cinder at the same time everyone else was? Yes. Do I believe that spite required encouragement to do so?
No.
No.
Probably not.
It was probably more of a thing to actually protect spite. So, you gotta view it in this way, right? So, a big name, Shy Lily, comes out, accuses Cinder of crap, and then, finally Spite, after days, hears of this happening to Cinder, goes, oh, well, these are my experiences with Cinder. You know what happens if they do that? Everyone just points to them and goes, oh, you're just trying to get in on it. You're
Jumping
just
on the
making
bandwagon.
shit up against Cinder
Yeah.
so people feel bad for you.
All of it coming out
Yeah,
on
it
day
looks
one.
opportunistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everyone's
All of it coming out on day one is, we have a
Yeah.
plan, and this person's going. Like, obviously it looks coordinated because they want it to be coordinated.
Yeah, that
They
way
Yeah.
no one gets
coordinated
accused
it,
of
yes.
bandwagoning.
I've seen what happens on the bandwagon, like back when Twitch was having that whole incident of like so many people being outed for various acts and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean,
saw
you know-
opportunistic. I saw people try to make opportunistic
Oh
jump
well,
on like other
I mean,
content creators.
it's classic even without content creators. I mean, you just look at like the Bill Cosby accusations, in where
Yeah, that's
like,
what I
oh
mean.
yeah, 7 women came out, and then like over the course of the
But-
next 6 months, 21 more women mysteriously appeared, saying they also were raped with no proof by Bill
Which
Cosby.
led to
Yeah.
the entire Pound Me Too thing, where everybody jumped on the bandwagon
Mhm.
on everyone else.
Well, and,
And
again,
then
like,
not only
the
that,
belief-
a lot of it
mostly.
being discounted because everyone just started believing that women were just bandwagoning it.
yeah,
Yep.
and like I said, I think that was the most unfortunate part, right? Because, right, those original, it was 7, right? The original 7 women, like, right? They had actual proof, and they had their day in court and proved everything, right? And then, right, that encouraged a bunch of people to go after the absolute like shitheel that was oh my gosh, the movie guy.
Wow, that
Harvey
narrowed it down.
Weinstein.
Yeah, Weinstein.
Yeah, Weinstein.
I mean, yeah, Hollywood in general, but like Weinstein specifically, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like those are the people I feel the most sorry for, because like there's a bunch of people that were just like obviously bandwagoning, and it's like, no, hang on, there are people that are actually being like, look, say what you want about the word, right? But legitimately empowered by this to get horrible people put away.
Sure.
Which, sure, I can get behind that, but
And-
then there's a lot of them who are just taking advantage.
Yeah, well, that's what
go
I'm
up
saying,
for
right?
cash
And then
grab.
that's all getting buried under a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's also, I mean, so, to bring it back to what the fuck we're seeing right here is that we got Cinder being like, oh, well, I might have followed Spite the entire time, because, obviously people were accusing Cinder of copying Spite, because she was. She's like, oh, well, I might have been following Spite this entire time, but I definitely wasn't paying attention to anything she was doing since 2023.
That's a bit contradictory here.
I was just,
Am
I
I going
was
against something you said
following
earlier?
all of her posts, but I didn't pay attention to any of the stuff that she posted. I completely just.
I was
didn't
just
pay
reading
attention.
all of it all the time because I
Yeah.
love her.
I love how she
True.
acts like this is a counter, and instead it just makes her look more incriminating. It's like,
Well, so the
woman.
problem is you gotta look at it from her perspective, right? Because this is supposed to be her the Emperor Strikes Back moment, right? And well, I mean, literally though, like it's supposed to be this big, massive, all-in-one, all-out attack. And she can't let her points be undermined by not mentioning something. If she doesn't mention the
fair.
fact that she has been following someone, and this is something that everyone can look at and see, so if she doesn't mention that she's been following someone since the beginning of their career, then it's going to undermine any point she makes. So
Yeah.
It'll come back to be used against her later.
the
so
best
she may as
she
well
can
adjust it
do
now.
is bring it up admit to it and then try and spin it in a way
Yeah.
that advantages her.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. I every topic is separated into chronological order with dates and times. I've censored private information and people that don't want to be involved. Screenshots include messages.
So everyone.
Documents are highlighted with red border. Screenshots taken directly from another document is an orange border. Dates and important messages are yellow. Quotes are gray. Red's own comments are blue. Why not make them red? And any sections on speculation are pink. So for the allegation of copying Spite, I didn't do that. Oh, case closed, I guess, guys. She didn't do it.
No,
she
she
didn't.
didn't do it.
Yeah, she said she didn't do it. That's it.
Didn't she also copy? What's the other one with that? We just saw
Silvervale?
Alana. Also Alana, yeah.
Oh,
I say,
Alana, yes, Alana as well.
Smug
Yeah.
Alana.
Yep.
Is this when she finally has the massive breakdown and admits that she was just trying to get in Shy Lily's pants the entire time?
Oh, well,
Yes.
we do have a Shy Lily section, so it's entirely possible.
Oh,
I
here we
just
go.
want Lily to notice me.
I want Senpai to notice me.
No, real talk. If you heard some of the times, like some of the way she talks about Shy Lily, I'm like, I think this is all just a massive unrequited crush.
So
I
here's the
mean-
problem. So credit where credit's due, right? Credit where credit's due in that she's trying to show off the dates and times of all these things. But I mean, obviously, to anyone who's not retarded on the internet, I can edit the dates and times on everything. You know, I have an email opened up. I'm just gonna edit the metadata on the CSS, and I'm going to change the date of this email I got to, you know, display as December 16th, 2020 instead of December 18th, 2021. You know?
Considering how long it's been, it's like that chance that she's faked these posts goes up higher, and all it takes is one of them like digging it up if they can to counter
Well,
it.
see, this is part of the all-in-one, all-out attack, is that she's also trying to cover up any claim she makes with a sheer volume of information, in where she's hoping that any of the people that she names in these emails, because she has censored their names, right? But obviously anyone that knows who that person is would
you know,
know,
you know.
when that email was sent in reality. And the hope here is that she is just 1,000 pages. She is hoping that any sort of edits or changes or recontextualizations that she tries to make, she's hoping that the people that aren't already involved continue to not be involved, and
Also-
therefore aren't there to say she's wrong.
Yeah, also don't forget 1,000 pages of documents, all of it color coded and all that, blah 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 blah. Oh, well, if this little thing is wrong, I'm sorry. The document was exhaustive. I'm sorry I made a few little mistakes, right? Like that's
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Yeah. Katie has a
Yeah.
point. She's hoping 4chan won't rip it apart. They will.
They will.
The worst thing that can happen to this document is 4chan takes an interest and says, all right, guys, this group take these 100 pages, this group take these 100 pages. We'll reconvene in 2
Yes.
weeks.
Give them a few hours. It'll be fine.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, right? Like, here's what I'm talking about. In December 16th, 2020, she supposedly got the character art done. And then 3 months later, she's like, oh, well, I posted it to Twitter 3 months later. It's like, okay.
Why'd you wait?
Well, here's the thing, though. Spite then makes her Twitter account 3 months after my original post about my character. Okay, well, maybe she was working on that art the entire time as well.
Yes.
Like, but Spite did it later than me. Okay. Well,
She acts like that matters. Like unless
maybe her artist was taking
unless you
time.
can provoke.
Maybe her artist saw your artist's work and copied it. Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
entirely possible.
you can't be like, oh, well, Spike
You can't prove
clearly
anything.
asked for it. I have used my psychic chronological hacking powers to hack UNATCO and access Spite's computer directly, and I know for a fact that Spite specifically asked for a Cinder-like.
She's basically trying to bullshit like an entire angle of like Spite copied her, and it's like nothing. You have nothing but theoreticals or whatever. Like nothing you've said is objectively can be proven unless like Spite managed to pull up emails between her and the artist or something. I don't know. But none of this is like proves anything or whatever. Like how does it defend you?
She's like, okay, well, I used a blue PNG occasionally on stream before I got my full VTuber model. And it's like, okay, so blue PNG is not actually blue. She got blue flames on her head. The tips of her hair is blue, and the tip of her tail is blue. That's not exactly a blue theme, which is what Spite went with. And Spite went with heels instead of pumps. And she went with a scar on the face, and she went with a more dog fur theme instead of a office dress slut outfit.
Is there at least a 20% difference between the characters?
There's at least a 50% difference between the characters.
Then she can get fucked.
Yeah, her hair's not on fire. So Spite went originally more along the lines of a Nekomimi design, and Cinder went along the lines of a yokai design.
Yeah.
Wait, why are we citing fruit now? That's a terrible way to start off with any defense. Is look, fruit. No.
That's never good.
Google Doc was not met with hate. It was met with apathy. No one cares. No one cares. Too long. Don't care. Classic politician technique. Create 1,000 pages of bullshit so no one will read it. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh god, some autist is gonna go through that and tear her apart.
Some autist will, but a general population won't. Like the Spite section alone is 161 pages.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Since it's more fantastical outfit, this was first brought to my idea of a demon design by Nano. The idea came from seeing an alternative design of fruit a year earlier.
I wanted to copy fruit is not the win you think it is, kid.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's yeah, guys. Spite is clearly copying me. I know she's copying me because my artist wanted to copy fruit.
How does this prove anything on your side?
This proves that Spite was maliciously copying me.
This is literally just entirely like someone in another server said this is just he said she said shit from what he skimmed, and it's like yeah, no, this is no way anything. It's like
the demon design was started. Okay, so they copied a bunch of other VTubers. They copied a bunch of other art. Original design comes out a year later. Okay, so she gets her Demon Hellhound design. So she moves from Slut Hellhound to Demon Slut Hellhound in 2020. like, come on. Like, are you really gonna... Can I just post the picture directly? It's not gonna let me... Okay. I can't copy certain files. Oh, I see how it is, Cinder.
Oh.
Watch
Wait.
this. I'm
Well, you
gonna steal your
can't.
PNG anyway.
Oof.
Get stolen,
Screenshot
nerd.
that
Your
shit.
NFT is mine.
I have to wonder if she's doing it so people can't like save the Google Doc or save some shit.
I possess
maybe,
the ancient
probably.
power of screenshot. Your
Yeah.
NFT is mine.
There's
Okay, so
probably a
for just like
dozen,
no apparent reason,
open
she just
source
starts
ways to
talking
get
about the
that.
demon design and then moves on to the summer outfit. That's we're okay. Here's my demon design. Oh yeah, we're just gonna move on now. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with spite? She didn't even say anything about spite. Okay,
So she's
so
just throwing
then
shit at the wall.
then you talk to Nano
Yes.
about getting a summer horror design. Okay.
I'm
And then
sorry, a summer
Spite
horror design?
said, summer horror. You know, the average woman outfit. You know, summer horror design. I'm gonna take a snapshot of it,
okay.
and you're gonna go, yes, the summer horror, summer horror.
That's
Okay,
a
yes,
really
okay.
that's a really weird thing that they made
It's
for
nice.
Rooster Teeth there.
Right.
Mm.
Why is the face a completely different art style in that screenshot?
You
Because
know, that's
somebody did some horseshooping.
that's a good question.
God, the people are gonna
That
have
is
a field day
too.
with this.
That appears to be
Spite
two
said she
separate
started
art styles.
working on
They're
her
boring.
model a month. So here's the thing. So in June, she's like, I want a summer horror design. And so she starts getting her artist worked on a summer horror design. And then she's like, how dare Spite announce a summer horror design as well in July? Doesn't she know I was doing the summer horror first?
Wasn't like 20 other VTubers doing like summer shit as well?
Yes, it's because what you do. It's
Yes, like
seasonal. It's like,
it's like she's
I
reaching
can't
for what is
believe that this person would dare to also wear a slutty outfit in the same month I am. How dare she?
But she looks like her. and
What
she's
is the
so...
phrase of logical? I can't remember the term. Like, 'cause I feel like she's trying to apply like a fallacy or something to this entire argument, like false equivalency or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
A
something like
false
that.
equivalency. Something along those
She's
lines,
trying
yeah.
to apply cope and seethe.
Also, some of this fucking shit is really funny because it's just like, you're wearing a thong. That's clearly copying me.
Oh, good. People are gonna tear
Jesus.
into her like no one's business just for some of this shit. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 1,000 words long. There could be truth to some of that shit, but stuff like this is gonna make her look like the biggest dumbass impossible because they're just gonna look at her like, the fuck are you on about?
So merch artwork.
The best thing she could have done is shut up. Keep her mouth shut.
But you see,
that was
she's a pathological liar, and she's like literally. I got to be clear. This is like textbook narcissism. She has to be.
Right. Okay. So she again comes out with her fire yokai, demon hellhound, slutty outfit original thing.
It's
and...
9 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I do not give a shit about this Cinder stuff. Cinder's an idiot. Don't listen to her. Shy Lily is precious.
Yes,
Yes.
true. I'm just really confused because half of the stuff she brings up has nothing to do with spite.
It's so wild.
Oh,
And then she's like,
hilarious.
then I tried getting the Heaven Hound design, and like here's the thing, right? The Heaven Hound design blatantly came out after was it Shy Lily and yes, the orca, sex orca, Bow.
That's Shy Lily or Bao,
Right?
one or the other.
Yeah, I was thinking Bow and Shy
They're both
Lily.
orcas, aren't they?
No, one's a whale, one's an orca. Very different.
Lily's the orca.
Yes.
Bao the whale, Lily the orca.
Yeah. So they both decided, and on top of that, Iron Mouse also decided to go with Greek heaven angel designs for alternatives of their character as well. And after their success, then Cinder was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do that too." And now she's
I won't wanna
now
see
she's using the proof of her success with those designs being published. With Spite did it too after I was. It's like, so you
So
copied
after you copied other people,
other people for doing this AU. You're accusing someone else of copying you for doing the AU. You know what this
that's
is?
so fucking
This
dumb.
is that one fanfic author that we saw that was like, you are not allowed to make fanfic of my characters. My characters in the fanfic that I made.
OC,
yes.
do not steal.
You're not allowed to do the thing I'm doing. Because I did it first.
Wow. Yeah, man, she really did make everything in this document, quote unquote, uncopyable.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work the way you think it is.
No. No. Okay, and then, Spike came out with a massively different outfit. Yeah, that is massively different. Okay, so
Yeah.
how is this a outfit
Uh,
that possibly is ripping you off?
Yeah, also Infanticus has found the perfect screen cap to encapsulate my entire feelings on this document.
Yeah, this would have been a
Shame
lot
that
more
you already
effective if
admitted.
it came out before she admitted to becoming a cutthroat bitch who let her conniving boyfriend throw his weight around. Yeah, maybe this whole thing would have been a little bit better if you didn't just be like, yeah, I'm a lying whore.
It's
Oh,
okay,
God,
guys.
That is amazing.
So, hey
She's
guys,
a woman, she
remember
gets
when
a
I said I was a
pass.
lying whore? I made a 1,000-page document that definitely has no lies in it.
I made a
God,
1,000-page document that shows just how much of a lying whore I am.
I can't wait to hear. Someone said on the server the VTubers discords are gonna go nuclear, and God, I hope so.
See,
Man,
I
listen.
don't hope so because I want her to get like scorched or even more or something like that. 'Cause it's fucking Cinder. She's just gonna go make another character or whatever. She's done this twice now. I hope they go nuclear on her because I want someone with way more time on their hands to summarize the whole thing so I get the funniest bits out of it.
Fair.
Pretty sure. What's his name? Lawyer,
Nux?
Eagle Lawyer or something?
Oh yeah, Eagle
no.
Lawyer. Yeah.
He's probably gonna have like a full documentation.
Legal
or,
Eagle.
Or short video.
Legal,
Yeah.
no,
Legal.
legal mindset?
Legal Mindset, right? Well,
Mindset,
there's Legal
mindset.
Eagle as well. He's cringe. It's Legal Mindset that's the good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah,
He's kind of been poking, covering these topics, and it's just like, oh, he's gonna probably have a
It's-
shorthand video for people.
It is wild just how wired into the VTuber sphere that man is.
God.
Well, that's probably where he's getting a lot of his cases here.
At this point, probably.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my God, Hassan.
What did he do now? Oh, is it the shock collar?
The shock collar.
Ah, understandable.
That's not the state lines thing.
Clearly, Hassan paid Cinder to come out with the Google Doc to cover up his animal abuse.
Oh, that is. That would be a thing.
What did he do with the shock collar?
He just
So
treated dog as
basically,
shit.
he's got it really tightly around his dog's neck, and he shocks the dog every time it tries to wander off camera because he wants to keep the dog in the background to make him feel more relatable to his audience.
Ah, okay. Because, all right. So with the underground fence, and I can speak from experience on this. My brother had one. You have to have the collar on tight enough that it makes contact. Otherwise, it does fucking nothing.
Right,
Though
but
there's
she
just like
couldn't
there's a
even.
thing.
right?
There's a
It's
woman
so
trying who can't get her
tight she
fingers
couldn't
under it.
even fit a finger in it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
choking
a little
tight.
too tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too tight.
I mean, the bigger problem is what it's being used for.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
it's being used for is kind of a problem because that trains the dog to stay within that area, and then it becomes afraid to leave it because it knows it's going to get pain.
Yes.
So, congrats, you've just isolated that dog to that one area. You're a dickhead.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
basically, no, the dog knows that as long as he's sitting in front of the computer, the dog has to be in the room.
Which is not healthy for the dog.
Because
No,
if
not at
you
all.
ever see when he leaves the room, the dog also leaves.
Poor dog.
Yes.
Are we done
So-
with stream?
So no, we're not done with the stream. I want to make. So I finally figured out why she's bringing up Spite making a new outfit with a hoodie, right? So she goes into this long tirade about why she's getting this pajama outfit, and how Spite is trying to control the narrative by doing a close-up of her pajama outfit versus Spite's hoodie outfit, and how Spite's trying to manipulate everyone into thinking they're the same thing by using zoomed-up, close-up copies of two pictures that aren't the same thing.
God, people are gonna tear into her for this shit. It's gonna be amazing.
Cinder loading a second magazine into the Uzi as she points it at her feet again.
It's almost impressive how like
Look, she's
we
doing
thought,
the thing I'm doing.
you know, I thought the whole shit show with V Shoujo was a thing, and then Cinder must have looked
Oh
at like
man,
hold my beer.
I want more V Shoujo shit to come out just so I can laugh at it more.
Understandable. It's honestly hilarious at this point, like how this thing is just imploded. Though it is a bit sad on some parts, like the VTubers getting screwed over because of Shoujo being that fuck up. Ugh. Poor Ama.
But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna close out here. But yeah, no, this is just a fucking massive cope post. Like, this is a hilarious amount of cope. Spite announced that she was gonna start doing ASMR. She knows I already have an ASMR channel going. It's like, yes, an ASMR.
And that doesn't mean
was
she can't also do
How
it.
many other
2022?
VTubers?
Well, not yeah. That's what I'm saying. In 2022, ASMR was huge, massive, gigantic. Everyone
still
and their
huge.
mother was doing ASMR.
Wasn't one of the big accusations not what like they're doing the same shit, but just like Cinder was just copying Spite's designs and shit more than anything?
That was what
Yeah.
Spite was accusing Cinder of. That every time Spite was coming out with a design, that Cinder would shortly announce her design later. And what Cinder is trying to do is she's trying to point at how Spite is doing all of these things after she did it first. Actually,
She has. She's just
But
arguing in bad faith by that point because that's not something special. Everyone
yeah,
was
that's
doing
what I'm
it
saying though.
before.
That's what I'm talking about in terms of she's trying to make a relativistic approach to this, and where Spite has proof that a lot of the designs she is posting about, she either did do first or did around the same time. But the problem is whenever Spite is actually wrong about who did it first, it's like, oh, well, I did my summer outfit first. Oh, when did you do your summer outfit? During the summer. When did Spite do her summer outfit? Also during the summer. So maybe instead of stealing outfits, maybe you both
They
made
just
a
had the same
summer
idea.
outfit during the summer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's what all of Cinder's points are, is like this easily, like it's like a limp softball of a point where it's like, oh well, Spite's doing ASMR after she knows I did ASMR. It's like, well, yeah, in 2020 ASMR was huge. Like, of course,
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
it sounds like
Spite got in
she's
on it.
everything she
using
says, she can't actually prove without a doubt that she's being copied by Spite.
Well, this stuff that she's saying Spite's copying her about is either common stuff that she copied from someone else more popular than her, or stuff that would just happen naturally around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Somehow
like
Cinder returned.
Yeah, it's like the more she tries to talk, it's like you're not making any points to help you. You're just making yourself look like an idiot because all your points are just basically, what would you say, nothing burgers or false
Effectively nothing. I mean, like,
weightless.
they are points, but it's like they're not exactly like they could be
They're not
points if
damning.
there was nothing else to weigh the scales. The points being made could be something of substance,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that other shit exists, it's like,
Like if she
how
wanted to
to
make a
put
whole
this?
thing about the swimsuit design, say she did the swimsuit in fucking winter and then Spite did that. Then you might have a point of like, okay, she's copying Chris. Who else is putting a swimsuit VTuber model in fucking winter?
Okay, well, here's a good way of putting this. Spite's points, sorry, Cinder's points are kind of like she got up, she put on a bikini, she went to the public pool, she's lying right next to the pool, and she's like, well, Spite splashed me. And it's like, okay, that's fair enough, all right. And then Spite's like, yeah, and then she punched me in the back of the head and slammed my face into the pavement. It's like, okay, yeah, the whole splashing thing was relevant until she smashed your face into the pavement. Then that kind of is now unvaluing the whole splashing thing.
Yeah, you're at a pool. You kind of expect to get splashed. You don't expect to get punched in the head and slammed into the pavement.
Yeah, so it's like, could have had a point, but not anymore. It was a point, hypothetically. I don't
Well,
blame
But
the
you,
internet for being the internet and making memes at my expense. This is just another Google Docie. But I didn't want to hide from this for the rest of my life, and I couldn't allow my legacy to be decided by anyone but
Mm.
me. Well, actually, it's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Your legacy is actually purely decided by other people. Like you could cure cancer, but if no one recognizes you as the guy that cured cancer, and instead recognizes you as the guy who sucked dicks in a train from 99 different dudes in 1 hour,
You're the guy who sucked 99 different
then
dicks.
you're the guy who sucked 99 dicks in 1 hour. You're like, it's just because you cured cancer doesn't mean we have to acknowledge that as your legacy. Now, if there was
God.
nothing else for me to say, I can finally look ahead for my future. And I'm ready to return to doing what I love. That's right, streaming. I'm going to start streaming again. I'm going to create stuff again. And I'm going to inspire people again. Inspire people to fucking kill me. No, I'm just kidding. I love being a VTuber, and I love being Cinder. Thank you for reading and waiting for me.
Again, like I said, literally had to get the last word in.
Yep, literally had to get last word in.
Oh boy. Can't wait for Shy Lily and the others to just jump on back and like call her out like you dumb bitch.
I appreciate that very apt Reddit post. You build 1,000 bridges and no one calls you a bridge builder, but you fuck one goat. Do they call you a goat builder? Well, they certainly don't call you a bridge fucker. But yeah, no, Asman has it right. You
Yeah.
can build 1,000 bridges, but if you get famous for sucking one dick, then you're the dick sucker, not the bridge builder. And that's just how it is. If people will acknowledge you for whatever they wanted to acknowledge you for, and if you're not ready for that, then you shouldn't be doing it. Simple as that. Easy as.
This is gonna be just a glorious fallout.
She's been doing a bunch of vampire roleplay on her ASMR stream. Oh, she's doing girlfriend. This is how you know she doesn't have a boyfriend anymore. Is she's only doing girlfriend experience content now.
Oh, she is
Oh.
desperate. She's desperate.
Amazing.
You know you've sunk when you're resorting to that shit. Like,
Oh boy, oh boy.
I would not be
Oh, boy,
surprised,
boy.
Infant.
I want to believe that she still has the old boyfriend and he's just in a chair in the corner now.
God damn it,
It's
Infant.
possible.
Here's the thing, right? Is that I don't know if she does or not, but it does put them in an awkward scenario of he certainly can't help her anymore. After she's blamed him for literally everything, she can't have him interact with anything anymore for her.
No.
So
Because if he does, she's validating everything he did and backing it.
yeah,
I'm sure that we'll be introduced to the next one named Blue.
yeah, it's blue. Yeah, this is my new boyfriend, purple. No relation to red or blue. But yeah, it's just wow, too little, too late. I mean, maybe if it was around the time when everyone still gave a shit, people would give a shit here. Maybe if any of the points she made were actually relevant. Maybe if half the 1,000 pages weren't just filibuster. She might have a point somewhere buried deep in there, but
Yeah, it's
see,
like you waited too damn long trying to make
yeah,
this.
if she released the 1,000 pages, like way back in the day, like back when the whole height of drama thing is, maybe some people would have just been like, oh, well, she's got 1,000 pages, I guess she must be right, and then it would have just dropped it. But
Yeah,
I mean, well, she wasn't gonna have 1,000 pages prepared back then.
mhm.
But
no,
if
she
the
wasn't.
if her initial reaction had actually been, "Hey, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna need a while to sort out everything being flung my way," this would have been received better.
She
Yes.
did say that, actually. That was her original. Her original one was, "I don't understand what's going on, guys, right now." And then, like 19 more Google
Oh,
Docies hit the tower, and she was like, "All right, guys, I'm sorry. I understand
yeah.
something's
No,
going
no,
on, and I need to
Nikki,
give."
I mean, if that was the last thing she'd said and then this
Oh,
dropped,
right, and she didn't come
Yeah,
out
that's
with
fair.
it's just
the
like,
yeah,
okay,
okay,
cool,
yeah,
there's 6 more Google Docs. All right, cool. That's more stuff that's gotta sift through now.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. It also
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
yeah, I see
glorious.
what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I think that if she I think well, I think the main problem is if you come out with a 1,000-page Google Doc trying to disprove your haters, but half of the Google Doc is just filibuster, it really undermines any appeal to authority you were trying to do when half of your document is bullshit. And that's not even getting into what you actually said. Like, half your document's bullshit before we even started looking at what your document said.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's
there's
not a
also
1,000 massive page retaliation against everything that everyone said about you. It's actually only like a 500-page retaliation against anything that everyone said against you. And that actually, of those 500 pages, only like 250 of those pages are actually something you wrote in retaliation and not just pictures that you're posting. And actually, of those
yeah, something of
250
substance.
pages, only like 20 of those pages have any salient points on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
well, again,
actually, it's just a 20-page retaliation.
this is all still being delivered after admitting
Yeah. After
You're a
the
liar.
things you were being
after admitting
accused
to
of.
being a lying, traitorous bitch who will do anything to get ahead, you're then gonna come out with a 1,000-page bullshit where only about 10 to 20 of those pages are actually a response. it's
Yeah.
just like
You played yourself.
we've gone past the part where you shoot yourself into the foot, and we've gone past the guillotining yourself in the foot. We're just you're just jumping into the wood chipper yourself of your own free will. You can't kill me if I kill myself first. Ha!
It's almost impressive how she's like just
point.
trying to sink her own ship or whatever.
Well, what's more pathetic about it is that she's not trying to be like, she's not trying to set off a bomb as she leaves. You know, she's not doing a whole hey shit ass moment, you know, fuck you, if I'm going down, I'm taking everyone down with me. I've given up on Cinder, but I'm going to take everyone down with me. I'm going to reveal to everyone how fucked everyone is behind the scenes. Haha. Yeah, if she did that, I'd be like, all right, fair enough, fair enough. But instead, she's trying to go for this, like, Emperor Strikes Back, you know, massive all-out offensive. I'm gonna reclaim Cinder and redeem my name by showing everyone else to be wrong. But then doesn't do that.
Unfortunately, the big names in this whole situation provided receipts when they dropped their documents. And the claims that I saw just quickly jumping around the page for Nano was like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you are where most people thought Nano was being stupid, right? Like, I didn't see anyone on Nano's side.
Yeah.
Because Nano made the active choice to go with the things Red was saying. Like, it's not
Yeah,
really
no,
the gotcha
not a lot of
that you
people
seem
were
to think it
sympathetic towards
is.
Nano because they effectively let themselves be gaslit. There was a lot of
Yeah, like,
situations where Nano could have at any time walked away.
Looking at the wording Red used in those messages, yes, it feels like there was an attempt at manipulation there. It was such an obvious attempt that the artist should have seen it and should have said no and walked away.
And instead, she let herself get played.
Well, you know, a guaranteed paycheck is a guaranteed paycheck.
Yeah.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, see, it's like, well, it's not even a guaranteed paycheck because Nano was hurting for money. It was more of that classical shit that I really hate out of people. I understand conflict avoidance. I get it. You know, you don't want to burn the bridge you're standing on. You don't want to shit in the well you're drinking from. I get it. But there's a
hate
point
dealing with conflict.
Yeah, but there is a point where it's just like, okay, like I don't want to fuck things up for myself here, but you are actively sabotaging my ability to be an artist for nowhere near the justifiable retainer you should be paying me for all the demands you're making. And so
Yeah, that's, fire the client.
Yeah, fire the client. It's like, I'm sorry, but you're making countless demands of me. You're not paying me more money to make up for those demands of the money I'm not making now because of those demands. It's not like they were telling Nano, hey, don't work with this person you weren't working with already. They're telling Nano to stop working with people who were paying them.
Hard no. I'll work with whoever I feel like.
Now, don't get me wrong. Again, I can understand an exclusivity. Hey, I want to be an exclusive with you. I want you to be my exclusive artist. I don't want you for the duration of 3 to 5 years to make art for anyone else. It's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
but you have
to
offer compensation equal to the amount of money they would have been getting from everyone else.
Yeah, as well as the understanding that, all right, we can do the exclusive contract, and it will start as soon as I'm done with the commissions I'm in the middle of.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on top of that, um, don't lie to the people when they ask you for more commissions. You just tell them, "Hey, I signed a contract for exclusivity." You know, maybe you don't need to say to Cinder, but just, "Hey, I signed a contract for exclusivity for the next 3 years. I'm not able to take any commissions because I'm going to be working on someone else's salary. So in 3 years, you can reach out to me again and see if you want to do anything. But until then, I can't." If you handled it that way, most people would be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. But instead, they're like, oh, well, no, I'm sick right now. Or, hey, anytime someone approaches you with a commission, come to us and we'll give you a commission for more money. Like, and so you just lie to everyone how you can't do their commission and we'll pay you money. Like, they were trying to do everything but the industry standard way of doing things because they didn't want to seem bad on both sides. Both sides didn't want to seem bad. Nano should have proposed the contract or just told them to fuck off. They should have done something, but they didn't do anything because they
It's weird
didn't
too,
want to
'cause
cause conflict.
most people don't see exclusivity contracts as a bad thing in most cases. Like, it's annoying, but like
Depends on how much you're
guaranteed
paying me.
money, I
And I
totally
mean,
get it. At least
depending
in the
on the
art world.
people you're talking about, especially with some of the people that were doing art with Nano, if you told Silverwolf or Shy Lily, hey, I can't do any more commissions for you guys. I've actually taken up an exclusivity contract. They would be like, you know, in accordance to how they've publicly portrayed themselves and in all the leaked DMs featuring them acting the exact same way, they would likely say something along the lines of, "Oh, that's great to hear. Good for you. Maybe we can do a commission when the contract's up." Like, they're nice people. They wouldn't be like, "Oh, I can't believe you. Fuck you, Nana." No, they would be happy for you because that means you got a stable income. Stable
No,
income
exactly.
is good.
You're happy when your business partners are doing well.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, okay, so exclusivity contract, that means they're going to be doing lots of work over the course of the next 3 years, which means they're going to become a better artist, which means when they leave that contract, I can get them to do better art. Oh, wow,
Yep.
I win without having to pay for their development.
Yup.
I'm just, fucking Cinder, man. Literally would have been better for her to just slink away, be forgotten, start a new YouTube channel. And when
Take the
people
L.
confront her, yeah, just when people confront her about being Cinder, she goes, "Yeah, I was Cinder. I want to leave all that behind. I'm gonna turn on a new leaf or some shit, and just
Yep.
let things be
Everyone
as they
loves
are."
a good redemption arc.
Yeah. Except, you have to redeem yourself.
People would have just like watched her
That seems a little
heavily.
complicated.
Like, even if people were willing to give her like a slight chance, just to like they would watch her like a fucking hawk for a while.
Sorry,
a very
I've
good
moved
reason
on,
for it.
and I'm now in a one-sided relationship with Nimi and her boyfriend. I'm not gonna sit in two cock chairs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like this whole thing is that I think people should just be a little bit more honest. Like, oh, so many fucking VTubers are like, oh, I can't talk about how I have a boyfriend because then less men will dump shitloads of money on me. It's like,
I mean, yeah.
yes, but at the same time,
Oh,
Maybe you shouldn't be whoring around while you've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Digitally whoring. Excuse me.
Yeah, emphasis on the e-whore.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I was like, I'm sorry, and I mean, Nimi is a great example of this. Is Nimi announced she was getting fucking married, and what
Oh.
was her community's reaction to her getting married? Oh, we're
Wedding
so
outfits.
happy for you getting married. We're gonna
Congrats.
make shitloads of you getting married art.
Fair.
Yeah, it's because the West isn't weird. Mostly when it comes to
Yeah,
actual
Like,
movies.
yeah, there's always gonna be a few parasocial idiots, but most of the time, most of the people are like, "Hey, congrats." Enjoy.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
fucking people like
Lucky
Bones
bastard.
Malone still donate to her. Like she didn't lose any major donators. Her numbers barely went down because people were there for Nimi, and the fact that she has a boyfriend is getting married isn't changing the fact that people are still there for Nimi. They're not there for the hypothetical possibility of getting into a relationship with her. They're there for her.
Yeah, it's like Guru or Sabe could come out and go, "Hey, I'm getting married in a couple months." People would be like, "We'd be getting Saba art and wedding outfits."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there'll be so much sobbing.
Hmm.
There would be lots of sobbing.
Yeah, I eagerly await the day that the husband pops on stream for a moment just saying hi to chat, and they're like, "No, come back. We want you."
I
Yes,
remember
we
the
wanna
one
talk
VTuber.
with
There
There's
is
one
that one
VTuber.
VTuber, yeah.
Yeah, they want to steal her husband.
Oh no, I love when that happens so much.
Like,
I
wait, you're
love when
supposed to be
like
after me, not my husband.
yeah. Well, I love when it just happens in general between
Go-
couples. Like male streamer, girlfriend comes on is actually really good at just vamping. Like, no, bring her back. You can go. And
I
vice
mean,
versa. I love
that's what I fucking
I
did tonight.
I love when the significant other is the more popular with the chat. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if your chin is constantly trying to steal your husband. Raise his hand.
The replies I saw Elaine posted at the time were just great.
Or the one,
Uh,
who is it whose mom keeps coming on? It's not Narissa does that, but it's somebody else I'm thinking of.
Oh,
The
Callie.
younger. Is it? No, it's not Kelly. It
Is
might
it
just
an
be a
indie
gimmick
VTuber?
though. It's a
Kelly's-
VTuber.
Are
She's
you talking
got the
about?
white hair. She's the tard.
Do you know how little
It's
that
not
narrows
Oh
it
wow,
down?
that
no.
really narrowed it down. Thanks. So glad you
Yeah.
narrowed that one
Thank
down.
you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Konpeko.
Thank you so
Usagi.
Pecora.
It's not
No, it's literally
Pecora.
just Pecora.
Pecco.
Oh,
It's not Pecora.
Not
I keep
Pecora?
wanting to say it's the girl who keeps doing and saying stupid shit, but again,
Wow, that
Killian?
didn't narrow it down at all.
yes,
There's
Fillion. Thank you.
No,
Fillion's mom.
that's not. No, it's not her
Oh,
mom. So Cha Cha,
that's
your
That's not her
mom,
actual
is
mom.
a VTuber who pretends to be other VTubers' moms as part of her gimmick.
Okay,
it's
so
a,
it
it's a
is
bit.
a gimmick.
It's a hilarious bit, but it is a bit.
But to
Chat
be
wants
clear,
her
Cha Cha,
husband.
your mom, is not, however, role playing as a mom. She is a mom of 5. It's just the reason why she started VTubing is because the last of them went to college, and so she's like, "Well, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do with my days now?"
I guess I'll
Okay,
do
I guess I'm
VTubing.
gonna start VTubing and pretending to be VTubers' moms.
Now they want to steal her husband.
But
Wait,
yeah,
that's
no.
that's how it works.
New goal at Cha your mom. New goal: steal all the VTuber husbands and go on a giant fishing trip.
To show I stand behind
Fair.
everything I've written here, and I'm sorry for what I've done wrong. I've made a hard decision. I'm giving up my ownership at Gamersubs.
Uh,
I
that's
She-
that's a
that's-
damning.
that's a-
That,
I
A way of
Why?
being saying you got forced out.
well, no, I mean it's just I see. I don't think she actually got forced out, because if she actually got forced out, it would have been around the same time as the whole situation, right? She
Could
could
have
have
taken a while
just
to process the legal stuff.
no. Asmongold got forced out within days of his comments.
Oh, yeah, if his company thing, like
Yeah.
Oh, he
Mhm.
still owns it, right? He's just not CEO or whatever.
Yes, he still owns it. He's still a major investor in them. He's still on the board of them, but he is no longer a head CFO or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he's all the better for it.
Oh yeah, no, he was totally happy with the situation because he was just like, I'm not a social person. I fucking hated doing it.
Fair.
So
So
works out for
it was
both
a
of
win
us.
for him.
Yeah.
You think you defeated him, but you made him stronger.
True. I can't wait for the shame awards.
You played in his plan.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is I'm gonna be sexist here. I think this is a woman moment in where she
Yes.
is sacrificing something that doesn't need to be sacrificed as a self-victimization thing to show.
You mean let me get up on the cross?
Yeah, it's basically I want to put myself upon the cross so everyone knows how virtuous I really am, how much I'm redeeming myself for my mistakes by sacrificing this thing that doesn't need to be sacrificed at all whatsoever. No one cared that she was still on the GamerSupps partial ownership. Everyone understands that GamerSupps doesn't give a shit. That's why people liked GamerSupps, is because they don't give a shit.
Oh, she did say she was hurting their brand.
No,
Do you think?
not at all.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she's full of
She
shit.
said, yeah, no one else, not even GamerSupps has said, no one else has said, not even Shy Lily has said, no one has said that, I didn't even see a single post of I'm not buying GamerSupps anymore until Cinder leaves. I've never seen a post that says that. Now, I might be wrong, but
moment.
yeah, like I said, it was just a woman moment of I'm going to sacrifice this thing that does not need to be sacrificed, that no one gives a shit about me sacrificing, just so I can, in my own mind, appear virtuous. I've worked hard for them since 2020 and earned my position as one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. I'm honored they chose to give me this opportunity. I'm sad to do this, and it's a company I love, but they've suffered for me being part of them. Yeah, and you know what you could have done as Cinder is you could have just let go of Cinder. You could just fade it into memory. Kept the ownership, just faded into memory. But no, you had to be the victim.
There could have been some talk in December like, oh, that's weird. There's a new part owner named random name generator. Wonder what they're about. And then do nothing.
Or, just be a silent partial owner. Like, they don't have to announce it because they don't have to announce it.
Like,
but
she could
then
still just remain Cinder on the ownership.
anything.
No one would care if the account just died off. No one did. And she's just like, she's still alive.
Yeah,
and still
exactly.
owns the account.
No one
give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she could be called a black mark against the company, but at the same time, it's like,
look, I'm gonna be real. There is no one arguing that Cinder's a black mark against the company when Tectone works with them.
I was just about to bring him up, I'll be honest.
So, like,
I was just about to bring him up. Because
everything that Cinder could have said or done pales into comparison to a single Tectone stream.
Yes, that's kind of what I was about to lead into. Like, they have him on there, and he's a very charged individual. Let's just say that to be polite.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they have him on there, what makes you think they give a shit about you being there?
Yeah.
You're pretty chump change. Like, oh
the
wow, you're a shit
only
person.
thing GamerSupps ever cared about was the one time he dropped a hard R and they DM'd him and they're like, hey man, you're not visibly black, you can't drop a hard R on stream. And he's like, alright, that's fair. I won't do that.
Like, okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Because he is 1/4 black, just to be clear.
It's okay. I'm a quarter. I get to say all
He's
the way
quarter
up
black.
to the R, then I have to take the R off.
He gets to say the first 3 letters for
He
free.
gets to say the first 3/4 of the word.
But yeah. So this is just one giant self-sacrifice. I'm putting myself on the cross. Gamer subs is suffering because of me, so I shall give myself up to save them.
No, they're probably just fine.
There are things more important to me than business, she says in a Google Doc after having previously released a Google Doc saying business is the only thing she cares about. And
Oh
it's
yeah, someone also
just
mentioned they have
business.
Kirsch. They have Kirsch as
Yeah.
well, isn't she pretty?
Oh
Kirsch
yeah,
too?
they have cursed. Oh, yeah.
So it's like
They
you're
got
making yourself.
Spicy Cat and Tectone. They got Spicy
Yeah.
Cat and Bald Asmongold. Damn.
And you think you're brain
well,
damage?
No, well, no, they don't have Kirsch anymore. Kirsch asked them to just remove the sponsorship, but
Oh, did she? Okay, fair enough.
yeah. At least I'm pretty sure she did.
I think I remember hearing about that drama. Something about I think she kind of did it just to. Actually, was it to separate herself from the brand because she was getting some heat or
Yeah,
something? I don't
it
know.
was.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, that's yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
But still, they had her on board, and she was saying a lot of shit comparatively to Tectone for a while. So
Wait, what the fuck did you say about Tectone? He's not a Democrat, and he did not have pedo allegations against him. Well, not
What?
just pedo allegations against him.
Not just. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
God damn it.
yeah, no,
It's just-
he's had a lot of pretty much any crime you could accuse him of, he's been accused of. I'm very interested to see what happens when he comes back, because he's only going to come back once the court case ends, and that court case is apparently taking a little bit more time than he thought it would, because it's pulling in more people than he thought.
Isn't that the 17-year-old in Florida case?
No.
Wait, do we even know?
That's
We
his
don't even know what the
wife.
case is about. Oh,
Yes, his ex-wife. Yes, the court case in question is his ex-wife. And because his ex-wife was also a streamer, it turns out there was a lot more streamers involved with her plan against him than he thought.
oh,
And they
Huh?
had a lot more evidence on them still than he thought they would keep.
Huh?
And it's revealing a lot more than he thought would be revealed.
About him.
About the people his wife was involved with to try and destroy his life.
so
Okay,
is this
I will-
good or bad for
my
him?
bad.
Because I'm kind of
It's
following. but I'm
great
not-
for him. It is
Oh, okay.
great
Okay,
for
okay,
him. And in his words, if what happens, what he thinks is going to happen, then the streaming scene might be short of a couple dozen streamers.
Oh, I remember you saying this. I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned
Okay,
this
that's-
before.
That's my bad. I got Tectone and Destiny mixed up. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Destiny's
fair.
the pedophile. Yes, Destiny
That's
is
fair.
the
Yeah, there's a
Destiny's
whole
the-
lot.
yeah.
Drama's flying around at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if people confuse someone for another.
Yeah, that
Well,
is totally my bad though.
Yeah. A bit of a different people. Both very
Divisive.
divisive firebrands, but definitely different people for different
So-
reasons.
All right, you say Tectone's not a lefty. He's what the hell
Very
is-
much not a lefty. So before this, he was a centrist, and then he started getting attacked, And then he started looking at the political opinions of the people attacking him, and he was like, "Oh, okay, so I'm going to do the opposite of whatever those people like." So then he started looking into the political opinions that are the opposite of those, and he was like, "Oh, wow, I agree with a lot of those." And it kind of just rolled from there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes out. Yeah.
So he really is just Paul Desmond Gold.
Yes, he is just bald Asmongold. Bald, fit Asmongold who can bench more than Hassan, which by Hassan's own commandments means that Hassan must listen to all of his points and cannot dispute them, according to Hassan.
Oh, he went on the unsubscribed podcast. Okay.
Yes, that was actually a funny episode.
God,
Yeah.
I generally, speaking of Hassan, I genuinely want to know what the hell the deal is with him and fucking Nuxes. Because that is going to be the most, if we ever find out, it's going to be the most weirdest or stupidest shit ever.
They probably met at a con or something.
What his problem with Nux is?
Didn't you say a while back that he's afraid
Yeah,
of
he won't
Nux?
mention.
He's
He
afraid
won't
of
mention
Nux
Nux at all.
because the problem is that Nux is the right sort of connected and autistic, and he's got a
Oh.
large enough dedicated audience that basically Hassan can't lie about Nux and just assume that he's going to be, nuked from orbit. And then on top of that, Nux is dedicated enough to be able to damage Hassan if he really wanted to go all in.
Oh, that's fair enough, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Do it. I wanna
Hassan's in
see it.
this. Doing so would require him becoming a non-VTuber, which he doesn't want to do unless unless he's
forces
forced
his hand.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're kind of at a stalemate, is that Nux could damage Hassan, but doesn't want the after effects and doesn't want to do what it was required for that to happen, because he doesn't.
So
Yeah, he just
enjoys
doesn't.
his current life.
Yeah, he enjoys his anonymity. He enjoys the fact that he's not getting attacked in the street like Tectone does.
But
yeah,
if
it'd be
it
a
ever
Pyrrhic
came
victory.
out where he got doxxed or something like that,
Yeah,
then it'd
and
be
that's
gloves
why
come off.
Hassan effectively doesn't pay any attention to him, is really scared of ever mentioning him, is because he doesn't want to end up in a situation where he causes Nux to actually care. So, and all the fucking episodes Nux has already put together about the shit that Hassan has said has basically guaranteed that in the court of law of a judge that is a real judge, Hassan would be absolutely fucked. So
whoever files first wins.
no, more whoever if anyone files, they both lose.
Whoever files first loses less.
No, because if Hassan tries to file anything legal against Nux, it's just going to amount to nothing. But if the lawsuit gets forced through by some, fucking kooky judge, then obviously Nux would have to, reveal his name and his location to respond to it. So.
And he would basically a man with nothing left to lose, potentially.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, considering the fact that
John Wick.
Hassan's fans want him dead, yeah. He would literally be in a situation where he has nothing left to lose.
If they made this man digital John Wick, enjoy.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But yep, so we'll see what happens with all that. I'm excited to see the dozens of slop tubers who are going to summarize this 1,000-page document for me in a way that's far more entertaining than reading it myself. So I will leave everyone to go disperse into the night and crawl back under the rocks they live under. But we will see you all Friday, because there's always more